Hello, wonderful you lot watchers, and welcome back to the Super Mega Happy Fun Times Thursday. We're still in Amber Temple, and Adam predicted we would do it in one session stream.
Ooh.
Five.
Part five.
Part five.
Part five.
That's crazy. We've been here over a month.
It doesn't feel like it.
Let us out of this dreadful
We've spent
dungeon.
over half of lockdown in Amber Temple.
It's very apt, isn't it? It's where you want to be.
100%. That's where we want to be.
Yeah. Locked down in
You
Amber
predict
Temple.
one episode, Adam, because you're anticipating we'd all just run down the stairs and get incinerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do one extra long episode. It'll be fine.
And I've removed a lot of the rubbish from it as well. There's a lot more fights and bits which weren't interesting. I think it's been a fun little journey. Oh, hey, Leopold.
Yeah.
Right.
All grown as people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone likes
Kasimir.
Everyone likes Kasimir more because he's such a ledge.
That's
right.
exactly what's happened, yep.
I got some news, and it's not particularly the best news in the world, I'm afraid. So those eagle-eyed viewers may notice that there is something missing from our lovely overlay, and that is the delightful Critit, unfortunately, have decided to pull out of sponsoring us with dice. It's not particularly exciting, and it's a bit of a rubbish story. Yeah, it is what it is. They've still asked us to write one-shots for them, where I'm going to think about it and then decide if we're going to do that this week. But in the grand scheme of things, that has all changed a little bit. It was a bit unexpected. After the last things we spoke to him, he really wanted to push the stream, which was cool. And then he's done a complete 180 and now is pulling out, which is fine, but slightly irritating, but it won't really change much. We'll hopefully get someone else so we can continue to give away loads of dice. We've still got some to give away, so we might do one last massive prize draw, maybe when we finish the campaign, and give away all of our Critit dice in one foul swoop. Because I think we've still got something like 10 or 12 sets of dice.
I think there might be even more.
Yeah, we got a few still.
I mean, Adam's doing his best to lose them. So.
Yeah, where are my towel dice?
Well, we don't
Hiding
need
them.
dice anymore anyway, because it's all done virtually as it is.
Well, that's no excuse.
Hey, Roxy Boxy, yeah, we're doing good, mate.
Just hiding them in boxes.
I genuinely thought I'd found them, and then I hadn't found them. So I got excited because I
With
found...
a roller coaster of emotion.
It's like a story like I fell asleep in the bath. I
Right.
fell asleep in the bath. It's a simple story.
I'll do a quick recap, and then we can all die in Amber Temple. Hooray!
I didn't sleep fully in the bath there.
About...
Nobody else has been watching you go religiously like we have. Sorry, I
about
want to apologise for Johnny's
probably-
in-jokes, which are just being subjected to every year.
Probably about 20 hours ago, you set foot into Amber Temple, this giant walk-in freezer of calm and stillness. Huge cathedral-like areas, but all with some sinister twist to them. Huge amber roofs arching up above you, large open spaces with these pillars, hidden rooms and arrow slits. It became clear to you that someone had been used in this, and as you started to explore, you were able to work out more of who it was. You found areas where mages had been hiding spells and scrolls and could defend it. You found an area for teaching mages and training. You found amber golems highly resistant to magic. One had gone completely AWOL and was destroyed a shrine, and you had to destroy it. The other is now under the control of the mage who's come with you, Kasimir, because he has the control rod for it. As you explored further and deeper, you found amber sarcophagi, Elion braving and touching one, as it tried to corrupt him and make deals with him. And he resisted. And as you went further and got deeper, you found a lich, which over the millennia had lost its mind in the Amber Temple, either corrupted by magic or something else going on here. You're able to restore its memories briefly, and it gave you the ability to read one of the books in the Great Library. And then as you went down the stairs, you found the heart of the Amber Temple, the 3 largest sarcophagi. Hunter was able to look into the past of certain areas and saw what the mages were doing. That a group of very powerful mages had gone out into the multiverse and were actually hunting god-like powerful entities. Unable to destroy them, they were able to hold them in cells of amber. But over the years and the generations of these mages, they'd slowly been corrupted. And the evil from within the amber had seeped out into the very mountain itself. In the heart, you found 6 crates, which all contained very sexy vampires in a variety of dresses and hairstyles, which I didn't come up with on the spot.
I love how much you laboured the point that they were all really sexy. It was like the one thing we needed to know about each single one.
Yeah.
They were all
You need
really
to now
sexy.
list off each vampire in order of sexiness.
Qualities about this deadly creature that you may find sexually attractive.
This one looks like Strahd, but hotter.
No, none of them look like Strahd, but hotter.
So yes, you said one of them looks like Strahd Jr.
But not as
called
hot.
him.
Yeah.
B-Tech Strahd, do you mean?
Yeah. And then, while you were fighting them, Kasimir touched the first sarcophagi, and then the second, and made a deal with it. And as Hunter touched the sarcophagi, he also tried to make a deal. The deal was made, and Kasimir had managed to trick the dark entity in here, thinking that his sister was still in Castle Ravenloft, so he would need to get there to do it, when in fact he held part of her enough to resurrect her with him. He brought her back. This beautiful dusk elf, female, hair down over her body, as Kasimir gave her his cloak and took off a ring and put that on her finger. As soon as Kasimir did that, you saw him starting to shiver, and Jakul gave Kasimir his cloak. You made your way into this vast treasure room, which is where we are now. Kasimir seems to have full control over one of the amber golems. And as you rest and look and count the vast quantities of treasure in here, you've spent the best part of 45 minutes recuperating, the cold now penetrating to your very bones. Your fingers numb, nowhere to really make fires. Those who don't have good layers on, I think all of you are in pretty good clothes now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're all relatively hardy, but this is just an oppressive cold. It's like just standing in a freezer constantly. There's no wind, there's no howl of it coming through or anything like that. It's just cold to your bone cold. The floors are cold, the ceiling's cold, the room's cold. Everything you touch is cold in here. As you count the silver and the gems and the crowns and this piles of loot which has all been separated into what it is, and decide your next move, you're relatively sure the door south out of here will lead to the main entrance on the base level, on the ground level, so you'd need to go up the stairs to get to the front door. And as you think about it, Bronwyn, walking out there, you can't help but think, what was it? What was it that you didn't see? What was it that saw you? But your skills were enough to know that you wanted to escape, that you couldn't let it see you for longer as you ducked down, and you trusted your impulses. But there was something out there watching you, ready for you, waiting for you. Kasimir, comes to you, Jakul.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cloak.
No problem.
All of you. Your job to me is done. We are even. You owe me nothing more, and I know I owe you nothing more.
That does not mean we should abandon each other in this place.
Thank
We'll
you.
be safer leaving together.
Yes. We must get down the mountain. This treasure. I have no need for it. Take what you want.
Will you help us with your newfound golem to transport it?
As he looks to the column and then looks to Elian. Ah, Raven. Help us carry some of this treasure. It's a shame we can't just fly down the mountain, isn't it? Anymore.
Could we perhaps save this for when we are out and safe?
All we need to take is the silver. Silver can be melted down into weapons to help the people of Barovia.
The people of Barovia use money as well.
Yes.
We can
There are also some gemstones here that spellcasters would find useful.
take as much as we can. There is this chariot which we could maybe load the stuff onto and have your golem wheel it down.
Can everyone just give a 10-second description of how your character is looking and acting at the moment? We'll start with Constance.
Constance is a beefy, tall half-orc wearing a wimple and paladin tabard and chainmail. She's looking pretty suave in the coat and sort of cloak that was made for her by the, I'm going to say, brothel in
Oh, darlings. Perfect.
With, I think, a few added scraps of stuff from the what are they? The barbarians that we killed upstairs.
Nice, that works. Hunter?
Hunter is wearing kind of woodsman's clothes underneath, basically rags of a cloak that he found in a tower, and also wearing parts of the berserker stuff. So covering a lot of fur and stuff. He is got kind of like a wolfish grin, and still resembles much of a younger version of Gabriel.
Nice. Kasimir is wearing this oversized cloak which is hitting the floor. Doesn't look like it was made for him. You can see a sort of scimitar-style sword at his side and a small book round his back, which you've not seen before, but this cloak not being designed for him, it's sort of sitting out. Various little pouches on him, and he seems to be very affected by the cold. But his eyes look sunk and deep, but he's smiling. He looks genuinely happy. And with him is someone who's been introduced as his sister. Can anyone remember her name?
Petrona?
Oh, you're so close. Petrina. So close. Is classically beautiful, classically elegant elf features, where Kasimir's features are hard and overly angular. Hers are just a little bit softer. Just enough to take that edge, where his eyes are too piercing and looking at you. Hers are bright, but have a kinder look to them. She looks a bit spaced out and not quite with it. And she's wearing a cloak. Again, doesn't look like it's built for her, and it's kind of like a waxed cloak, which you all know is Kasimir's. Bronwyn.
She is an elven ranger dressed in sort of greens and browns, leather and more lightweight materials. She looks designed to be blending into a forest rather than a tomb. she has like a greeny brown cloak, but then over that she's kind of got scraps of from the barbarians to keep her warm, which looks very out of keeping with like the rest of the outfit.
Nice. And Elian?
Elian doesn't have a lot of flesh on his bones. He's quite scrawny, although he's quite tall. So he's got this big winter cloak that's kind of huddled around him, and he's sort of nestling up inside it. He is kind of... He looks uncomfortable and kind of miserable, and is kind of watching both. He's splitting his time between the golem, Kasimir, and Kasimir's sister, and sort of watching all three of them out of the corner of his eye.
Jakul?
Jakul is a silver dragonborn, and he's wearing a nice, lovely adamantite plate armor with the symbol of the Morning Lord on it. Doesn't look like it's quite made for him, but kind of just a bit modified to fit him perfectly. And yeah, he's looking very dashing and like kind of not even worse for wear in this whole situation. Not got a scratch on him.
Nice. And last but not least, Red, please.
Red is the Halfling Druid. She stands at about 3 foot tall, a massive knotted black hair and quite piercing blue eyes. She's wearing quite a few layers, so she's got her leather armor and her furs underneath, her signature red cloak, and then also the nice tailored coats that were made for them. She's looking a little bit bewildered at the amount of wealth that is around her. She's never seen anything like this before in her life. It makes no sense to her.
I'm assuming none of you would have seen money of this quantity in... It's just a vast, huge amounts of... Yes. As you complete your rest, Elian, the last item that you... Oh, excuse me. Identified was the rapier. It's a +1 rapier.
Sweet.
And it's a duelist's rapier.
Oh, what does that do?
So it's from the School of Magic Items of Adam. Anyone you are not attacking who attacks you for the first attack each day, it will cast shield.
So it's +5 for that armor class for that attack.
Yep. So it will try to protect you from. It's a kind of a duelist rapier. So it's if you're fighting someone, it doesn't really do anything. But if other people attack you while you're fighting someone, then it does.
Oh, cool. Does anybody else in the party actually use a rapier at the moment?
Not that you've seen. Sorry, and then we'll go back into game. Kasimir, as we spoke before when we first came in here, I hide my powers as best I can from everyone in Barovia. Please keep what I can do to myself.
Yeah, I mean, we all have things that we want everyone else to keep to themselves, don't we?
Yes. Constance, my advice to you still stands.
Yes, we should definitely keep things to ourselves.
Hide that sword here. Do not take it from this place.
Clearly, the vampires that we fought, those of them who were trying to leave, I imagine it wasn't just for their own safety that they were trying to get out of its light. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to bring that information back to Strahd. So I agree. I think it's something that should be kept quiet.
But kept.
Elian kind of gives us sort of a very kind of subtle wince, and then kind of looks at Patrina out of the corner of his eye, trying to catch if she's sort of taking this in and if this is making sense to her and how she's reacting to it.
Yeah, give me a rollage, please.
Insight?
Yes, please.
For you? Ooh, 19.
Nice.
Spicy.
Lovely.
I'm kind of hoping she's still out of it.
She's rested a little bit, but you think she is taking it in. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Maybe push her down into backup plan.
Well, on your heads be it. But if Strahd even thinks you are remotely a threat to him, you'll regret it. Like I said, at the moment you have been a nothing to him. A speck, an insect, perhaps.
So are you planning on leaving the golem here then?
Well, no, I think I'll take it.
Then I think we will take the sword.
Thanks for putting your advice squarely in context there.
Hey, Fable Prince. I've got to keep myself safe.
As do we, I believe.
Right.
Strahd has taken an unhealthy interest in us, all things considered.
I think being in this treasure room for this long is probably the unsafest thing we've done all day.
Yes.
Agreed. We should be moving on.
What's the plan?
Move on quickly.
What's the plan when we go through those doors?
Are we sure that is the way we want to go?
This is the only way we can get this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. From looking at the terrain, to go north, you've got to kind of squeeze through these two little tunnels and then go up some stairs, then past a lich, and then right the way round again, then over a little bridge, and then round all the other rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just stopped
time room.
It was the bit that had slipped my mind. Yeah.
Oh, the lich bit, yeah.
I mean, as it does.
Yeah. So...
Incidental
yes.
details.
I'm not going to say that there's not another way. There is a different route you could take if you wanted. That's completely up to you. Good luck.
We should decide what we're going to take with us. I agree with Hunter that the silver should take first priority.
Yes, that makes sense.
Copper coins we can leave. They are a bit of a burden as loose copper.
Take that which will aid you.
Wealth is.
Silver spell components.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to try and probably load up the silver and spell components on ourselves personally, and then the less valuable things we can load up onto the trolley cart thingy.
Chariot.
Our trolley cart,
Why are we loading a chariot when we know there's stairs?
We can...
Because
that's what I said like 4 times.
Our part-time beast of burden was insisting that it could go upstairs.
That was completely out of character.
Yeah.
The house can, the horse can, but the chariot can't.
The
horse can go upstairs.
Our massive golem
can carry things.
Our massive golem could lift the chariot and walk it with the chariot.
There is something out there that Bronwyn sensed. So I think if we're going to be running past it, then we shouldn't probably be carrying everything we can possibly carry.
Okay, so we're trying to...
dragging a giant gold chariot might be conspicuous.
Well, I agree.
I cast a glimpse at the 10-foot tall golem.
And I think it's amazing that we're having to point that out.
I think that there's no way we're going to get out quickly and unnoticed anyway.
I didn't realise we were aiming for subtle.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking at the golem. I think we're going to miss it by some way. But I take your point.
If speed is what we're aiming for, I can provide speed, but it won't be subtle.
I think speed is probably, as you say, if we have a golem, subtlety is out to begin with.
We know in this place that there are things and beings that can entrance you and freeze you. So losing one person does not like to be frozen while we're trying to escape is not a good idea. We need to have a secondary plan. If we're just trying to run, and this whatever it is, say just looks at us, and one of us or two of us just freeze. What is our plan? Are we going to try and fight it and save these people, or are we trying to abandon people here? We need to stick together.
I think we're abandoning people.
That's my point. We can't just
like
run.
I think the golem raven seems incredibly resistant to magic. I could send him out last to carry anyone who goes down or gets entranced or does not continue to run up the stairs.
Anyone who goes down?
He locks eye contact with Elian. Anyone.
Good. I will hold you to that.
Let's just get out of this place.
Yes.
You can see he's properly feeling the cold.
All right.
You know, he looks grumpy, and it's not just because he's a grumpy dickhead. He's grumpy because he's a bit hangry, stroke cold, stroke just fed up at this place.
So
I'll carry as much as I can. I can also carry one other person as well. 2 at a push, but with less coins.
I am fast and silent. I can look after myself.
Are we
1,500 silver pieces won't be that hard to carry each.
You got bags and stuff. You can plonk it in loads of bags.
Yeah.
And then as topping up with as many gems and things as we can.
The
silver
gems will be
pieces,
very
the
useful
gems.
for those of us who cast spells.
Yeah.
The 10 pieces of jewellery might be quite useful for bartering with.
Yep.
Yes.
So you find yourself in this large room with these 6 big piles of treasure as you prepare to go through the double doors to the south. You load up bags with equipment and bits and bobs and manage to get a good amount of it pushed in. Are you making a dash for it?
Is that our plan?
What is
Before
the
we go,
plan?
can I have a look at these holy symbols?
Yes.
Are any of them ones that I recognise?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool story.
That's
Would
it.
you like me to roll?
No. You'd recognise them. About 7 or 8 of them are from Forgotten Realms for sure. A mixture of good guy gods, bad guy gods, just a random mixture of gods.
I'll leave it at that. That's fine.
Yeah, Hunter's just going to go.
Making a run for it. I still think this is.
I think we just progress cautiously in a standard fashion, surely.
We need to stick together.
Yeah,
Bear in mind, I'm a lot smaller and a lot slower than the rest of you.
it's all right. We won't abandon you.
Uh.
I don't think we're planning on just running the other side of these doors, are we? That seems like a bad idea.
I was planning on doing that.
Yeah, I thought the plan was just go. Balcony and get gone.
I mean,
I have a strong suspicion that would not win against whatever is down here.
Fair enough.
You have 2 options. Either we proceed slowly and potentially run into whatever Bronwen has sensed and let it kill us, or we proceed quickly.
And hope we are faster than it.
Yeah.
From which side was it? Directly behind the statue?
It was lurking behind. That's where I got the sense was behind the statue.
Okay.
You would see Kasimir lays his hands trembling slightly onto his sister Petrina and invokes mage armor. As you see this magical armor and then just disappear around her, and stone skin on her as well.
I can ensure one person does not die.
I'll cast Shield of Faith on Red, which will give her a +2 to AC.
Nice.
And I will also cast it on myself.
Is it concentration? I'm not sure.
Oh shit, it is. Yes, I'll just cast it on Red.
Okay. this magical shield forms on you and stays kind of like a hologram on you, Red. Is it a sort of mimic of Constance's shield?
That's quite cute. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can live with that. Right.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward. Who would be probably the best person to keep standing?
Probably you.
I'm gonna cast on myself. Can I cast on myself? This is a touch creature. Okay, cool.
You are a
Touch yourself, then yes.
Yeah.
You got hands, right?
Yeah, but I'm too beautiful to touch. Ruin the
Is
face.
that the rule?
Jesus.
Right.
I'm casting Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Cool. Nice.
That's cool, cool. You've essentially turned yourself into a half-orc with that.
Yeah, I
You've
cannot
got an
die.
extra turn.
High five!
Yeah.
You're all doing this, and Hunter just smiles at you all and turns into his beast form.
Nice.
As his hair kind of gets a bit longer, he becomes a bit more wolf-like. His claws come longer.
Elian takes the opportunity to like examine Hunter from close up in like his beast form. It's quite
Super unique. Yeah. Aspects of wolf to him, but you can still see Hunter in it compared to a full werewolf.
How do
Red is going to cast Guardian of Nature on herself.
Nice. What does that do, sorry?
So she's going to cast the Great Tree version. So her skin appears barky, and there's leaves sprouting from her hair. So she becomes almost like a bow truckle, like very like bark wooden skin that gives her 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, and your speed.
Constitution saving throws are at advantage. Dexterity and wisdom based attack rolls with advantage, and whilst you're on the ground, terrain is 15 feet of terrain is difficult for all enemies.
That's cool.
So
Nice.
she's going to be like her feet are almost rooted to the ground, and as she moves, the roots come out and respread.
Nice.
What
Right.
kind of formation are we? If we're making a break for it, what kind of formation are we doing?
We need to move. I'm fed up of this place.
I'll go last. I've got 45 feet of movement,
Red should probably be near the front.
so I can run a 90.
Is that what you say out loud?
I'll go to the front.
Time myself.
oddly specific, but okay.
Cool. So who's going first, please? Red?
Garland?
will.
No, the Garland's going last. Sorry. No.
I can go first.
Who's second?
Me.
And third?
Me.
Fourth?
I feel like we're signing up for our death at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Ooh, new campaign.
I can be fourth.
Kasimir will go fourth with Patrina. And then
And
you
the
after
middle.
that. Jackal.
Okay, I'll be in the middle.
And then me, and then Hunter, and then the Golem behind to grab anyone who gets frozen.
The middle, my least favourite place to be.
Okay.
I'll happily take first or last.
Who's opening the doors?
Back to the
I will. I'll kick them open and allow Red egress.
As you all suck
will
in
nod.
a deep breath, centre yourselves for a moment, not sure what you're about to face out there. Trust in Bronwyn's intuition that there is something horrendous out there. You take a second, one last breath in as you exhale, and you can see your breath coming out into your mouth and the steam it makes. As with a burst of movement, Constant kicks the door wide open as the small amounts of ice and dust is kind of blown out slightly into this great hall. This large area, and you can see more areas from the bottom here. You can see a broken statue to your left. You can see this large 15, 20-foot statue to your right. And it opens into this great hall. You can't help but look up to the ceiling for a second, and you can see the 4 huge amber pillars that hold up this cathedral-like inside. From the south, underneath the area you came in, there's actually a door that you've not seen before. To the east and the west are two openings that seem to mirror each other. And you can see to the south the two staircases going up and the area where you entered. And beyond that, from here, you can actually see the exit. You can see the way out of the Amber Temple the way you came in. What do you do, Red?
Make a break for it.
Brilliant. Can everyone give me initiative, please?
Cheese it.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, positive.
Because you've made the screen
Yeah, it's on my screen. Oh, there it is.
20.
Oh, there you go. Go on.
We all need to get really, really, really high.
Oh, I didn't select my token. Toss.
It's alright, you can manually edit your initiative once it's on the tracker.
Okay,
I forgot to select mine
It's
as
got to
well.
be that size anyway.
that's fine. Hunter, can you give me your initiative, please?
26.17.
Wow.
We all different words.
Red?
15.
Jackal?
Constant.
16.
What does that mean? How have I got a 0?
Because you got -1.
Oh, got -1.
Bronwyn?
15.
And I need to roll 2 for me.
Is it possible to get a 0 in a 1 to 20
Wow.
roll?
You've done that before, haven't you?
I've not. No.
I think this is the first time.
I think this is the first time I've done that on initiative.
First
Yeah.
I've seen it
Got
happen a
under
lot
a 1.
before, though.
Okay, I've seen
Jeez.
everything else before.
We had it a lot in dice,
Look, you
Matt.
can
Matt,
talk.
that's probably what you're thinking of.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
So Constance uses her force and all of her
20.
skill.
My initiative is 20.
Nice. To kick the door open as it smashes open and you see this scene, and Red, very quick, starts sprinting and the others follow pretty fast suit. You can see the statue looming over you to the right. And again, you can't help but look towards it, and you can see this blackened face to it, but it's unnaturally black. There is definitely some magic going on. Anyone with alert?
Yep,
Me.
me.
The hairs on the back of your neck all stand up. Something is not right here at all.
Told you.
We were never in doubt.
What do you do?
Need proof.
Keep running.
I warned you.
Yeah.
Can everyone just give me a very quick perception, please? As you run, you make it about 15 foot into the room.
Perception.
What kind of
24.
is it? Hearing or smell?
It's hearing, please.
Oh, cool. So that's
Oh, cool,
with
great.
a
Advantage.
advantage. Oh, 8. Rubbish.
Right? 23 on me.
24.
17.
15. 16.
Those over 20, you can hear murmuring in a language you don't understand coming from the statue's head. It sounds like spellcasting.
Cool,
What
cool,
do
cool,
you
cool, cool.
do?
I will just kind of shout out, well, in a, not bellowing, but loud enough for everyone to kind of hear. There's a spell going off.
That's about all you managed to get off.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Red, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? Followed by...
Dexterity.
Yep. Elian, can you give me one? Kasimir, can you give me one?
I don't
Oh,
like the look
no.
of that name.
Rubbish. 6. Dexterity is supposed to be one of my good ones.
You got a bonus
You've got
for
a
it.
positive,
From
you've got an advantage.
Crap, yes I do. I remembered. Not me. That's better. 15. Slightly better. More like it.
Oh, that's pretty rubbish.
10d8
boy.
is in.
That's not
30.
rubbish.
This blast of lightning snakes out and slams into your chest, Red, and immediately jumps into Elian and then into Kasimir. As flames erupt on your clothes as some of them catch on fire from the power that's gone through it. Being freezing cold, and this bolt of lightning comes arcing out. It's not like a straight line. It sort of hunted you and smashed into you, and then jumped from you into Elian, and then jumped from Elian into Kasimir.
How much damage do we take?
35, please.
Did none of us save?
15's not a save.
No, 15 is not a save. No.
Wow.
Are we in initiative order at the moment?
I'm going to do it in order that you are kind of running out, if that's okay. And then I'll go back into initiative. Now, Hunter, you'll be the quickest to react. But if you think about where you are in the room, some of you have like only just come out the door. What do you do?
Is anybody down?
No.
No. I will. You just see his form, his claws, just engulf in fire, and he continues moving, basically past everyone, and then so double moves, so that's 90 feet, and then kind of turns around and makes sure that everybody can kind of get back behind him.
Okay, cool.
Kind of looking from where that weapon came from. Basically.
From the head.
He's presenting himself as a target.
Yeah, he's presenting himself as a target, basically.
Nice, cool.
Do we have to go up the stairs in order to get out? Am I?
Yes, you do indeed. Are you taking the cart with you? Or is that being left?
We decided against
We just stuffed our pockets.
Yes.
The golem is probably carrying some of the treasure as well, but yeah.
I was concerned we might be conspicuous.
I need
Elian.
to roll a d6.
What do you do?
We're going to be spotted.
Hang on,
We
I've
could have
got-
all gotten on the cart, and then the golem could have carried us on the cart out of the place.
What are you going for, Elian?
I think I am going to run up to the pillar and then kind of put the pillar between myself and where that chain lightning came from.
Perfect.
And just kind of take cover there.
Yeah, so you don't run as quick as, or to the immediate exit, but you kind of take a side route. Yeah?
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
swing ride. Okay.
I mean, it's basically on a straight line between the doors and the stairs.
I'm going to be on the fucking stairs. I just realised. Oh.
If we're
Yeah, I
booking
can
it,
get to
we
the
could probably
stairs.
get to the stairs,
It's 80 to the stairs.
or near to the stairs.
Those in the room. So, not Hunter, but pretty much everyone else. Elian, you'll have advantage. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Apart from me.
No, you're out of range. You're fine.
Everyone else.
Everyone else,
But-
please.
If you're within 10 foot of me, you have +2, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, so everyone's on +2 to this.
So we're all rolling.
Including me?
No, you'll be out of range. You've got
Goodness
advantage
sake.
anyway,
Yeah.
because the pillar.
It's not my day.
Oh, please.
Awful.
19.
3. Oh, is
And
it
then-
advantage? Oh, sorry.
No, you've just got +2, not advantage.
Okay.
Adam,
So
is this,
5.
whatever this is,
13
is
with
I've got
advantage.
6.
What was that? Sorry, Bronwyn?
whatever this is it an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Yes, one of the above. Why?
It has disadvantage on all attack rolls against me.
Okay, perfect. It's
Just
not an
so you
attack
know.
roll, but I'll remember. Thank you.
That's just it in general. I got a 24 for Dex.
24 is a save.
Is 19.
19 is a save, yes.
Sweet.
So half.
28 damage.
You say 28 damage.
Half with a saviour.
You can hear
where did that fireball come from?
the black area of the face.
Okay.
Wow.
The face. A moment passes. You hear some more murmuring in a language you don't understand, but understand that there is arcane behind it. It is not mindless, but you can't work out what spell is being cast.
What language is it?
What languages can you speak?
I can speak. Where are my skills?
I've checked. No, you don't know it.
Okay.
That's why I've said no one knows it. Sorry.
Sorry, we've set up our sheet slightly differently today, and now we can't find anything on it.
As this, there's literally blackness, and from when you've seen fireballs before, you can see them kind of growing in someone's hands and then poof, blasted out. That doesn't happen here. It just erupts from the darkness. There is no light before it comes out, and it strikes in between the main group and Elian. Whatever is targeting you is trying to get as many of you as possible. That wasn't aimed at any one person. That was aimed to engulf all of you. But Hunter is too far away. As it explodes and burning heat fills the room for just a heartbeat, and you take 28 damage. Kasimir hits the floor.
Ah.
You see, as the fireball's coming in, he tries to push Petrina behind him. And as it blasts, you see him sent scrawling across to the west, across the floor, the opposite side where Elian is. As he skids to a stop, you can see patches of fire on Jakul's cloak on him as he hits into one of the pillars after sliding and is unconscious and bleeding. He looks heavily burnt.
Did he visibly drop the necklace thing?
The
controller.
The controller.
The golem is not moving.
Cool.
His sister's alright.
Elian, your knowledge of the golem is because he made that weight last, it wasn't in range for him.
Okay.
To share his damage, if that's what you're wondering.
Yep.
It was too far away. Because he said, I'll get it to bring up the rear, so it's got to be within 10 foot to take half his damage.
Cool. Okay.
As a rule there. Jakul, your turn, sir.
I will start rushing towards Kasimir. As I'm rushing, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word as a high-level spell. It should affect everyone.
As you start casting it,
son of a... So that just
the spell
I
fizzles.
spend the spell slot. Okay, that's a fourth level.
You start invoking it.
It has to roll. You're casting it at 4th level. Did you say? Matt?
Yeah.
It has to roll for that.
Yeah.
It'll probably do it, but it has to roll. You never know. It might roll a 1.
DC is 10 plus the spellcaster's level. Yeah, he's got you. Yeah,
Okay.
you get halfway through casting it, and you feel just this complete distance from your god. You feel as if someone has literally just removed the power from you. As you are midway through it, just about to invoke this spell, the power just vanished.
Okay. Then I'm going to continue sprinting towards Kasimir. Can I get to him within my move action?
Yeah.
And then that was a bonus action, that spell that got countered. So
Nice.
I'm then going to drop to one knee and pump in the Cure Wounds
If you
upper level.
You can only cast 2 spells in the same round if one of them's a cantrip. Matt.
Can you? Right.
One of them, they're not a cantrip.
Yeah. But
so you can't do the second one unless you've got a
can't do both
cantrip.
spells.
So you could cast Spare the Dying,
Spare the
perhaps.
Dying, yeah. I'll do that then. Spare the Dying.
Cheers for that rule, Matt. Sorry, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's pretty niche.
He's still unconscious, and he's on 0 hit points.
So I'm casting that on him while I kind of grab him. So I'm kind of intending to hoist him up and kind of drag him out. Yeah.
Cool. So are you going for the other staircase then?
So we are split, I guess, now, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is kind of good, because it seems they're trying to AoE us.
Yeah, so you've gone right over to the west, and Elian is kind of over on the east side, and Hunt is on the southeast side.
I'll shout out.
Stairs,
Spread out if you can. I'll say shout as well.
He's unconscious. Petrina is. She's going to run to you, Hunter.
Yeah.
She definitely took a lot of that blast, that fireball. But you think him jumping in the way gave her a better saving throw. She'd nearly make it to you, so she's nearly at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Bronwyn. It's just carnage out here.
Yeah.
Just spells are being rained down from this statue. You cannot see anything in the face. The face opening is maybe about 4.5, 5 foot of blackness.
Yeah, she ultimately just wants to get distance between her and it. So she's going to use Fade Away as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Which is basically invisibility. And then she's just going to double action move to get to the stairs. Just basically go invisible and sprint the room.
Nice.
To get as much distance as she can. So that should get her to the base of the staircase in one turn, based on the map.
Cool. You bolt.
Yeah.
Red, your turn, my dear.
Red is going to use a bonus action to cast Wild Shape.
Nice.
Is going to turn into a giant eagle and is going to fly directly in the middle. So you've got some on the left, some on the right. She's going to go through the middle because giant eagles have crazy amount of speed.
Yeah, you could probably make it almost to the entrance because you're 60.
Yeah, she
so you
will
can do
go
120.
as far as she can and then turn around and sort of hover to check that other people are going to be making it.
Nice. Yeah, as
That
you
would be her movement.
Jump and then eagle wings sprout out from you and you lift and push and propel your way through the air, straight through the middle of this large hall, not taking either staircase or being slowed down by the cold floor. You take to the air and are able to push your way straight onto that top balcony, so you're overlooking everything. Constance, your turn.
I'm going to run towards Jakul and what was his name?
Kasimir.
I guess
that guy.
Yeah.
Can you do bonus action and double move, or is that
action? So
double action.
You move,
yeah.
Then you can use your action to turn it into a dash.
Yeah.
And then you can use a bonus action on top.
Yeah, so you can do. So you make it to him.
Yeah, you can use bonus action.
He looks stable. He's not bleeding anymore, but he looks a mess. He's not the hardiest of people from what you can see, and he's used all of his defensive magic on Petrina.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm going to turn on the sun sword.
Okay.
And I think I'm just below it, aren't I? If that's where Jakul is.
Yeah.
Try and illuminate the actual statue so we can see what's attacking us.
So the light reaches the statue, and then as soon as it kind of touches the darkness of the face, it doesn't penetrate it at all. It is jet black. So it is as if someone had have you seen that black paint substance that just absorbs no light and nothing? It's as if it's just made of that.
Vanta black.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
There's no sign of this light touching it. You can't see anything extra. It's just blackness.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
No.
You could, if you were all by the door. Oh no, you could maybe reach. Yeah. With one action.
Are you carrying him now, or are you dragging him?
I don't know if I had the chance to actually pick him up. I was intending to, but
You've kind of got him in your arms, but you haven't moved anywhere yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically get in the way of them so that I'm the target of choice before getting to them. Basically,
You're trying to shield him.
Trying to shield, yeah.
Cool. Hunter. Yeah,
Has
the quickest to react.
Oh, sorry if I don't know if you heard before because we've been messing with the thing. Did he visibly drop the amulet, or is
He's got it around his neck now.
he's got it around his neck? Okay.
Yep.
If I've got time in that round, then I would try and grab it off him.
You're gonna take it off him?
Yeah.
Yep. You pull it off without too much trouble. Hunter.
Hunter is going to go up the stairs, head towards where he doesn't have any range, so he's just going to get out like the plan was. So he's going to head towards the door. 90-foot movement. Done.
Cool. Yeah, you would just sprint out. You make it to the door.
Yeah.
How far up do you want to go? You could probably make it about halfway up the slope.
What, to the to being outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically
put your head down and you're just sprinting out. Elian, your turn, sir.
So
you find yourself all by yourself to the east side, hiding behind this pillar. As you sneak a look round, you can see Constance, Jakul, and an unconscious Kasimir in Jakul's arms. To the south, you can see Petrina making her way towards the stairs, but hasn't started climbing them yet. You can't see Bronwyn at all, and you can see an eagle flying above the stage area.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Kasimir.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Yeah, you'll be able to get him. Give me the heal on that, please.
That is 6 points.
It will be enough to wake him up.
Yes, it will.
Kasimir kind of splutters and does the kind of jerk wake up. It's not a calm wake up as he looks around with terrified eyes, trying to see what's going on. You hear... Oh, no, you've got movement as well, haven't you? That's a bonus.
And an action.
And an action, nice.
None of which is particularly inspiring. I guess I will just sprint the distance between the two pillars.
Yeah, and hide again?
Yeah. So
Perfect.
I'll take cover against the pillar at the base of the stairs. Again, putting it between me and the statue.
Those over to the west, you hear more of this language you don't understand. There's a real vileness to it, a real horrendous kind of feeling, more so than when you've heard the other spells. There's this real kind of hard, dirty language starts to fill you. Constance, can you give me... I'll give you the choice. You'll have the opportunity to stand in the way of this spell.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please? As you can hear this.
Yeah, I do.
So
That's 20.
Oh, well, that's zero fun. Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Nice.
Oh my.
hell.
Blimey.
That would have got him. Fucking hell, I would have got him. So, you feel this piercing beam of just death energy snaking out from the blackness as it pierces towards Kasimir, and you've got the chance to step in the way. And as you do, you step in with your shield up. You're in front of him as it strikes your shield and penetrates your shield and into you, Constance. You're strong enough to shrug it off, but you still take 32 points of damage as you feel your strength and energy just ripped out of you. The pull towards the grave as you get hit by Finger of Death. As you literally just saved Casimir's life.
No big deal, Constance.
Just
Another day.
Another day, another non-death.
And he was awake for this, so he was aware.
Yeah. He sees it coming towards him and he kind of flinches back. Jakul, your turn.
Right. I'll do. How many people are within 60 foot of me? Is the Casimir's sister still within range of that?
She's at the other steps, so probably not.
Just about.
It'll be close.
But
She's
by
at
the
a
other
kind of
pillar,
like,
mate.
yeah.
You're meant to be like by the pillar. You're meant to be like here.
Yeah, so you're at the west hand side, yeah.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah. So just about probably. It'd be close.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Oh, you can let me know who I get. I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word on the highest level. 5th level.
As you start to invoke it again, you just feel yourself being completely removed from the magic. As you're about to invoke it, the spell just fizzles out of existence.
It's 5th level. I was on 5th level, I said, so...
Oh, 5th.
Oh.
Sorry, let me... he might not be able to even get that.
Big,
like
big guns are coming out.
He got enough. I'm going to roll to see if he knows what spell it is first.
Okay.
Brave no much my hit.
Yeah, he does.
Much like that.
And he sacrificed to get it.
No, he rolls.
It suited you better when you were
The
blind.
difficulty is
How
set
blonde
by the
was it?
level of the spell.
Yeah.
What's that suit?
Check your spellcaster DC equal to 10 plus the spell level, and it's successful the character fails. Yeah, he gets you again, I'm afraid.
Jeez, so you got like over 15.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just loot that.
It's...
Right.
Yeah.
Then I'll just kind of, if Casimir's awake, I'll kind of shove him up and start and like pushing him in the direction of the second stairs, as we kind of make our way that way as fast as we can.
Yeah.
And I kind of drag him with me if I.
Yeah, of course. No, you're easily strong enough. He's a light. There's not much to him at all.
So I kind of make it down the stairs and kind of hide behind the pillar,
You can do
the
it
other
right
side.
now. So you
Yeah.
can go either.
Okay, and I will drag Casimir with me and try and get behind that pillar.
You can carry him
Alien.
like babe style, no trouble at all.
Okay, sweet.
Casimir wakes up and you see him reach for his necklace as he tries to order the golem, which you can see is just stood by the door. It's not moved since Casimir got knocked out. It's just stood there now. Yeah, he wakes up. Doesn't really do much in your arms. There's not a lot he can do. Casimir shoots. No, he wouldn't do anything. He delays. Casimir delays. You see Petrona head down and just bolts up the stairs, gets to the balcony, and is just following behind you, Hunter, but is nowhere near as quick. But is moving to the best of her abilities. Bronwyn, your turn.
She would reappear, because Fade Away only lasts one turn.
Yep.
So she would materialise at the bottom of that staircase.
I know you're a bit further ahead. You'd be a bit further ahead. You could...
Would I? Because
Yeah.
I was the door to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, no.
is
Yeah,
80,
you were
which is
towards the
what I
back,
can
weren't
do.
you? Yeah, you'd be at the bottom of the stairs, sorry.
So she's just going to make it to the top of those stairs and behind the barriers.
Yep.
The
You run up the stairs that you've been through before. Red. It's just the smell in the air of kind of like ozone, burnt energy mixed with burnt flesh, now with the telltale signs of necrotic energy, very powerful necrotic energy as well. Leaves this kind of aftertaste of just pure death in the air, in the room. You can see in the air where this beam of pure negative energy erupted from the statue, and the air around it is still kind of black smoke as it's slowly drifting, but with there being no breeze, it's not really blowing it. Think of like when a firework goes off and leaves that trail, it's kind of like that of just black energy. Whatever hit Constance hit her like a truck. What do you do, boss?
Red is going to continue moving outwards, so it's going to fly overhead of Patrona?
Yep.
And Hunter as well, and is going to wait at the entrance.
Okay.
So she's not leaving just yet. She wants to make
Which
sure
way is she
that
looking?
everyone...
Is she looking out or in?
What do you mean, out or in of where?
Is she looking out into what's outside, or is she looking back what is inside?
Outside.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Constance, your turn, boss. You're at the back. You're the furthest in the room.
Okay, so I've got the golem medallion in my hand.
You do indeed.
Is it an action to make it do something, or is it?
Uh,
Right.
You need to attune to it or something.
Yeah.
You can just tell it what to do.
But
You can try telling it what to do. You're not an innate arcane spellcaster, so it might be trickier.
Okay, I will move. Then I'll double run to the staircase.
Yep.
On the corner.
Yeah. Just checking that it is the right, so I can get part of the way up the stairs. And I'm going to attempt to make the golem smash the statue in the face.
Statue's too tall, isn't it?
It'd be the legs. Wouldn't be able to reach the top of it. It's like 15, 20, almost 20 foot hole.
It's still smashy.
Get it in the kneecap.
Yeah. 1 second.
It's a natural weak point of a statue.
I mean, that's what all dictator statues get broken at, right?
Yeah.
But they normally get a noose around their neck and pulled down, don't they?
Pulled over.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got time to make a noose, Johnny.
We've all got 50 foot of rope, actually.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It was 60 foot. I made a mistake. I thought the shield golem was only 10 foot to absorb damage at 60 foot. Sorry.
That's all right. Just
That's all right.
say that Kasimir has more health now after he's woken
It's
up.
the other side of a wall.
It's a new thing. Maybe you didn't think about it like in time or
You
something.
didn't attune hard enough.
Yeah. As you put the necklace on, the golem, you can feel it within the back of your mind. But you can't tell it to do anything this turn. It's an action. Where was I on the?
How much cover do we
initiative?
have on the staircase bit that we're by?
None.
We've got the pillar, though, in
Yeah.
between us, don't we? Those pillars are pretty big.
Hunter, your turn, boss.
Just bang it out the front door, and then kind of like sidestep to the left, and then kind of look out at the snow-covered wasteland that's in front of me, and just sigh.
Is that an action?
Sighing.
It's a very epic
I've just
sigh.
remembered I still got to make it down this hill.
Mountain.
And fire. Don't forget the
It's like-
fire.
listen, but my hands are still on fire, so I'm okay.
Toasty war!
I'm toasty war. Just doing this.
Elian, your turn, sir.
Okay, so we have. So I am going to give Constance bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Because she seems to be queen target right now. She's 60 foot away. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go up the stairs and then turn left So basically, I'm going to dodge out of sight from the
Yep.
statue
Okay.
by dodging into the doorway that we explored previously.
Yes.
And then I'm going to ready my action to cast Healing Word if somebody goes unconscious.
Brilliant. Okay, this is a very important save, please. Jakul, Constance, and Red. You're still in there, aren't you, hovering? Well, no, you
No,
left.
she's out. She's way out.
So I can do it just that. It'll be me, then.
I fluttered away.
Can you all give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
All of us.
Plus
No, Constance, and Jakul, and
Okay.
me.
It's a 12.
27?
And you'll have a +2 on both of yours.
You have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I do. Is that a +8?
D.
It's a
Oh,
D8.
D8 rather.
So you're on 12. So D8.
Are you wanting to make me my disadvantage on this, Adam?
So you're on 18.
So it's 18.
Yes, I will. I will use.
Why would you remind him?
We
I
need
will
to have.
use the disadvantage on here. Thank you.
Fairness.
Who gave me that last time?
Do that.
Fairness. It's all right.
Oh,
24.
No, 24 instead of a 25.
Yeah.
Nah.
26 with the Constance next to me.
That's it. Always demand to use the disadvantage when it's a roll that you have +8 to.
Yes.
Constance, what did you get?
18 altogether.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this game.
We've actually got people who give us boss these days. It's so nice.
Stupid game. Play D&D. Worst game ever. Right.
Did
You-
Casimir survive?
You don't even. As you're anticipating this spell. Oh, yeah, let me roll for Cass. No, he's gone. As you're anticipating a spell from him, counting the seconds in between blasts and what's coming out from the top of that statue. And there's a moment when nothing happens, there's no murmuring, and you start to feel your legs get heavier. You start to feel your arms get heavier. And for a second, neither of you can move at all. It is as if someone is gripping you and stopping every single muscle of your being from moving as you push against it physically. And Jakul, you've heard of hold spells before, and you mentally push through this. There's nothing holding you. It's all in your mind. You can undo this magic. And as you do, you push through it. You can see Kasimir's body goes rigid, and he physically cannot move any part of his body at all. And at the start, Constance does the same. And as you dig deep, Constance, and a mixture of brute force and your mental fortitude, you manage to push through it as well.
And a very catchy song from Elegance.
Whatever you do, don't let him cast Hold Monster on you.
Stronger than that.
It'll be really bad. Jakul, your turn, sir.
Right, I've got Casimir still in my arms, so I'm gonna. How can I get out to the central door?
You'd make it up the stairs and to the entrance.
Could I assist on my turn?
Yeah, you guys can go together. You can get out together.
Okay, get into the door and trying to get out as best we can.
Yep.
If we can't get out, then trying to hide behind railings or something.
Yeah. Right, Constance, do you give the orders to the I've just seen the salt from Sandbox in chat. I'm so salty.
Yeah.
What orders do you give to it? To come outside or to keep attacking?
So basically Constance wants it to just get in the way while we get out and then to follow us out. But
okay.
I don't know how well she's able to articulate that via a...
Yeah, I'm happy for that. Like, once you guys get out, it starts smashing into the side of the statue for a little bit, and then with its move action, it starts following you.
Okay.
Basically.
I am done now.
Right. those outside. Who are the first ones out? Hunter, followed by Red.
Hunter, Red, and then
Hunter,
me,
Red,
I think.
And Bronwyn.
Yeah.
And Pear, what's her face?
Yeah.
Or is she just
Patronus.
Expected friend. Yeah.
What's her name?
Katrina.
Her name, like Katrina, but with a P.
Katrina, okay.
Oh,
Patrina.
Katrina. And the waves.
Patty.
Patrina. Oh, I got this chocolate and it's melting. It's so good.
Ooh.
Don't tell
The
Sandra.
waves.
I'm on a diet.
Walking on sunshine.
Right. Oh, it gets another turn. Give me a saving throw, Elian.
28. Why not?
Right. Elian, your turn. You've got enough movement to escape it as you run up the stairs, I'm guessing.
Well, I'm already up the stairs.
Yeah.
I think is 60 feet of movement enough to get out of sight, out of the temple and out of sight of the statue?
No, it will still be able to see you in the corridor bit, you think. The main entrance. So as you look in from the main entrance, this thing looks straight down the middle of it. Whether it's got any spells that can reach you is another thing.
Thunderbolt or something like that, straight down the...
Stop helping!
Good ideas.
It didn't hit us when we walked in, so.
Yeah,
want
that's
to
true,
die
actually.
here.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Cool. In which case, I'll do a double move as far as I can get up the corridor. And with my bonus action, as I go, I will throw Bardic Inspiration on Constance, because it worked out last time.
Yeah.
He's walking on sunshine.
Watcher, the players are doing annoyingly well. They've escaped almost the Amber Temple. Right. Are you looking back over
Yes.
your shoulder?
Absolutely. Looking back over my shoulder.
Isn't it great to have a bard in the group?
Just sing out all your actions as you go.
Yeah, we should have a rule in the new campaign that whenever a bard is casting anything, they're going to come up with a haiku that is relevant, or like a
Yes.
limerick.
Yes, let's save that rule for the new campaign when I will not be playing a
Not
bard.
right now.
Yes.
Not when we need the
Will you
bard.
accept lyrics from modern songs?
No, you just need to have your instrument, and then you pull out your instrument like a drum and go bum bum bum.
We're going to have a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah.
Go get it.
So currently in the tunnel is that's so
wow.
cool. Right, so currently in the tunnel coming out on the first floor is Elian, Constance, Jakul, and Kasimir. Is that correct?
Yeah, the golem is trying to follow us, but I guess it's further behind.
And Elian, you're the rear guard, kind of looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he'd
I'm
do
the
it.
furthest back of the squad who was on the stairs together.
Can you give me a perception, please, Elian?
Let's find out.
Survey says.
No.
My survey says no. No. As much no as you can get.
What did you roll?
A 1.
Next time on Barovia Family Fortunes.
We're not close enough to red, I assume.
Yeah.
No.
No. It's like,
Right.
no.
I'm gonna roll with it. Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Not even a puff of smoke when you've seen people use Misty Step.
Oh boy.
Not a little eruption of anything. There is nothing, and then it is there.
Oh god.
Dark green robes hanging down in what looks like an expensive, thick silk to them, slightly pointed shoulders coming up, a headdress which comes all the way up and then joins the robes and then comes down the front. Golden eyes. As you get lost in them for a second, you stumble and fall to the floor with the shock of this thing being there, as you start pushing yourself on the floor away from it, as its hand comes out and you can see fur down it. Sharp claws coming out as your eyes come up and look to its face, and you can see, like that of a fox, it has a snout with dark brown and red fur in it. It smiles. You can see rows upon rows of teeth going back in its jaw. This time you can see the fireball coming towards you. This time it doesn't erupt from darkness, and this time it is aimed directly at you.
Oh,
Can everyone give me a dexterity save, please?
This time it gets counterspelled.
Oh, you're going to try and blast it.
Yeah, because I can see him casting it now.
You can indeed. Again, it's an unknown language that you're not sure on. Can you counterspell a counterspell? No. That would be too ridiculous. I'm not going to let him.
And I counterspell that counterspell of the counterspell.
Yeah. And now I'm playing blue in Magic the Gathering, and everyone hates me. Do you have to roll for it? Or no, it's a level 4 spell.
Is he casting Fireball at a higher level, or is he casting... So it's level 3?
Oh, let me just confirm that for you.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably at level 3, I think. Yeah, he's going to do it at level 3.
Cool. So as he casts this fireball, I shout a string of golden glowing syllables that just kind of spin round this spell and just tear it apart.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. His spell, as he's erupting the fire in, just explodes in his own hand and becomes nothingness. His smile turns into a scowl as his eyes fix on you.
Are we all on that balcony bit then?
You're kind of halfway up the tunnel.
Where's the golem? Is the golem following us?
It is indeed at the moment.
Low as balls, probably.
It's like on the stairs.
Oh, where's it gone? I was punching!
Petrina's running, they're running outside.
Do you make a noise or anything?
Wait, I'm going to jump back to those outside. As you look around, so you can see in the distance, maybe 100 foot away, a horse.
Obs.
At first, you squint to look at it, but you can see flames from its hoofs coming up the blackness. You can see its mane smoking, and through its hair, although it's not on fire, like the tips of the hair burns like embers. And then you can see him walking towards you calmly.
You're not on his horse?
No, he's just mounted.
Okay.
He's maybe 60 foot away at the moment. Calmly walking towards you. His cloak, jet black on the outside with a blood red inner. His clothes immaculate blacks and browns and silvers, a mixture of finest silks and crafted leathers. A beautiful scabbard with sword in it by his side, his hair pushed back. You wouldn't think he is walking in sub-zero temperatures. The cloak dramatically flapping behind him. For those who don't know him, for a second, he could be every moment the hero. As you look at him, he looks truly dashing, standing out in stark contrast to the the scenery around him. The mist and mountain ranges. Those outside, what do you do?
Hunter's gonna step a bit more away from the temple and put himself between him and between Strahd and Bronwyn. So then I know that if Bronwyn needs to shoot, she can, and if he charges, then I'm going to be in the fucking way. And I get in a proper kind of like feral stance. I'm about to go full beast mode on him.
Yeah.
Yep. Bronwyn would take one of the shiniest of the shiny arrows and notch it ready.
Red will fly upwards, being ready in a prime position to dive down if necessary. So she'll hover there.
Cool. He just calmly, slowly, not rushing, continues to walk towards you.
As soon as he gets within 30 foot of me, I am going to try and curse a binding on him.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. He's in no rush.
Okay.
Those inside, what do you do?
We are in a rush.
Yeah.
So what's the arrangement of us there in that corridor?
Elian's at the back. Constance is behind Jakul, and you're kind of running out the corridor.
And I'm carrying Casimir.
Yeah, carrying Casimir.
Frozen stiff.
I thought Ellen was further forward than these guys because these guys are slower.
No, he dodged
Elian
back.
had kind of taken a much wider route and had played it very safe and was the last out.
Okay.
And there's a golem thumping up from somewhere behind all of that mess.
The fox thing, is that... Am I between it and the way out? Or is it between...
It's behind all of you, and it's kind of
okay.
perched on the edge of the balcony almost.
Okay, cool.
So we'll go back. Elian, your turn. What do you do, sir?
Oh. I am going to take a move up the corridor towards the exit.
Yeah.
But I need to make sure that I can still see the creature. So
it'd be hard because it kind of goes up at an angle, yeah. Unless you kind of picked your head down.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not getting very far this turn anyway because I need to get up. I need to stand up. So I'm going to stand up and then move 15 feet down the corridor.
Yep. And then with your other action?
I have bugger all spells left.
It's a good thing we're not about to have another massive fight.
It wasn't standing next to me when it cast that spell.
No, you were a good 40 foot in front of it.
Yeah, cool. Okay. In which case, I am... fuck it. I will cast Vicious Mockery on the Fox Demon. And basically, I will look it up and down and then go, I'd have stayed in the darkness.
As you start to invoke it,
It's just...
there's no power behind your words. There's no oomph. There's no magic behind them as it fizzles out.
Still just like hurts his feelings, right?
Yeah, it's still Vicious Mockery. I mean, come on.
If it can speak common, it might not.
I think it can get it. It just needs...
Oh yeah, no, it's a cantrip. I'm casting a cantrip, so it will counter it, no problem.
It's a big old waste of a counter spell, though.
Yeah, you gotta worry if it feels comfortable using a 3rd level spell slot to counter a cantrip. You gotta worry how much it's got to whip out. And as a bonus Inspiration. Who else is in the corridor with me? Constance already has Bardic Inspiration.
Jackal.
Cool can have Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Jackal, your turn, sir.
Yeah, I've still got a frozen kasimir in my arm, so I'm gonna start booking it. And as I'm running, I'm gonna cast normal mass healing words on the 3rd level. Does it happen this time?
Yeah, you get it off.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's used its counter spell reaction
Great.
already.
So that's 6 health to all of us, I guess, in the hall.
Cool.
Nice. This time it erupts.
Yeah, that's kasimir as well. I spent all the big level slots and it didn't work, and I spent it on the lowest level slot and it's fine.
You see the fox-like creature.
We've seen the name of the token.
Sorry.
Yeah.
As it looks at you with piercing gold eyes, and then it's almost like it looks past you and through you and behind you, as you can feel it looking into the distance. It sniffs the air. You see it blink and it vanishes.
Could I do like a insight into?
Yes.
Yeah. How far up you are?
You think either invisibility or teleport. You wouldn't be able to tell which from watching it. It can either do those innately without it casting a physical spell. You're pretty sure it didn't cast a spell.
Okay.
That it was an innate ability, which was not a castable spell. Where it went, you wouldn't be able to tell. You can't see it. That is what you would be able to tell. Those are the front. And outside, cool and calmly, Strahd keeps walking towards you. Katrina makes her way up, and as she sees him, she stumbles back, and you can hear the sound of the breath escaping her lungs. It's not so much of a gasp as just all of the air escapes her as she stumbles back and hides herself from him behind whoever else is outside.
Roman's going.
Of me yet?
No, he's very slowly walking towards you. He's in no rush at all.
Bronwyn would position herself like right in front of the doorway so that anyone who's coming out would immediately see that she's like stood there aiming at something.
Okay, cool.
Like just trying to give like a warning.
I think Hunter will start walking forward.
Yep, you start walking towards him.
Kind of at the same speed.
Yeah. You can see he smiles as he sees you, Hunter. It's hard to read what that means from his face. This regal lordship face. But a smile crosses his lips as you can see the whites of his teeth at this range. From here you can smell him. You can smell the telltale signs of blood in the air. Expensive perfumes on him as well. As he looks towards you with a smile on his lips.
I'll give him a wolfish one back. Showing my fangs as much as he is showing me his.
Yeah. His isn't fangs, it's like just the whites of his. Yeah. You get.
How far away is he?
40 foot from Hunter, 35 foot, 30 foot.
I am waiting for an arrow to be released before I do anything.
Yeah. So what you say is what you say. As you guys all come out of the entrance, you can see this scene unfolding in front of you. But you would see Petrina isn't cowering in fear from him. She's trying to make herself more presentable. You can see she's trying to flatten her hair to tie it back. She's looking at her clothes and trying to straighten them to the best of her abilities. But she's wearing Casimir's cape and not a lot underneath it. Her hair is bedraggled and all over the place, although she is got this beautiful face. She's most unkempt.
Elian casts magic weapon.
Yeah.
We're all out now.
Yep. Did make it.
Before I left, I would have turned off the sun sword as a precaution upon leaving it.
Yep, perfect. Happy with that?
Bronwyn would be waiting for the last moment to try and stop him from seeing it coming, basically. So I guess he's about maybe 10 feet from Gabriel.
No.
Probably about then.
Okay, he's about 30 foot at the moment.
Yeah. Just waiting, just holding.
Is Kasimir still frozen from that whole...
No, he's free again. You see him starting to loosey up.
Okay, I'll kind of try and put him down, try and stand him up.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of whisper to him, what do we do?
You can see him blinking, trying to get his eyes to adjust to what's going on. So he looks up in front of and just swears, just curses in Elvish, but you understand it well enough.
I don't.
Oh no, you would understand this curse.
So pure.
I'm too nice. Strahd looks to you. Twice I invited you to dinner, and yet you have not arrived.
I don't even know who you are.
I didn't hear that, sorry.
I don't even know who you are, as he gives this kind of a wolfish grin.
Do not lie to yourself. You know deep down.
That is Count Strahd von Zarevich.
I guessed.
Elian kind of looks around the group in a slightly puzzled fashion and then draws an arrow. And
Strahd looks at you, puzzled almost, as you point this bow towards him. 1 second. Sorry, I could feel that sneeze coming. Strahd doesn't sneeze. And it looks to be a genuine puzzle across his face that hits him for a second. Thank you, Leopoo. I am not your enemy. We have spoken about this before. Please, come. As he stops for a second, and you can feel his eyes gazing over as they fix onto the back of Petrina. And he stops mid-sentence.
my land will be free. And I shoot him.
Yeah. Give me a roll to hit.
Nine. 10. It's a magic bow right now.
He doesn't flinch, he doesn't move, he doesn't dodge. Your arrow is true, and it just seems to miss him by the tiniest of margins. But you don't even see him attempt to dodge. He just stands there. How many times must I tell you? All of you. I'm not your enemy. It seems you want me to be your enemy. And again, he fixates, and you can see him looking past you. Cannot be. Petrina Velikanova. And you can see she freezes and pushes back, and for the second time you just see Strahd. And again you see a smile come across his face. Oh, hey dude. Hey Aaron.
That was Strahd then.
Sorry, break the mood, sorry. We're not seeing for a while. As he looks towards her, and you can see she kind of straightens herself up and stands. You can see she tries to extend herself and make herself tall and beautiful.
Is this not why we are here?
Pushing her shoulders back. Anyone want to do anything?
I'm going to shoot him again.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him as well.
And as soon as they both go off, Hunter's just going to take 2 steps and triple slash this boy.
And on that, Red will dive.
Yeah, I'll shoot as well.
Okay, everyone give me initiative now that you're all going.
Sorry, gang.
Oh, whoops. I didn't.
Oh, 22, that's okay.
Initiative never worked for me.
Does it count as surprise since he was not expecting us at all?
No, you think he might have been.
But we're his friends, right? He just said he's not our enemy.
A lot of 22s.
We're all 22. Or
Okay.
half of us are.
And
I'm not 22.
yeah, I'm at the bottom end of the initiative scale in solidarity with my friend
Hunter
Constant.
is 22.17.
I am the lowest. With
Yeah,
3.
why is yours 22.17?
17 is my dexterity, so it's for time. So basically, now when you look at that, you know that I'm on a 17. So you would be like point whatever your constitution, whatever your dexterity is. So it would
might be 0.18.
Then Broadwin, because of the way your pluses are.
You said Bloodwen.
Bloodwen.
Bloodwin.
Bloodwen. I had a chicken called Bloodwen.
I've got such a big plus because I've got alert, and I think Red's got alert as well.
Okay, Hunter, initiative, please.
22.
Red, initiative, please.
Also 22.
Jakul.
3.
Constance.
7.
Bronwyn.
Keeping it original with a 22.
Elian.
10.
Oh, nice.
Strahd, 33.
No, his initiative isn't great. So we have got all going at very similar times. Bronwyn, Hunter, Red, and Petrina.
So
you're at the front, Hunter. We'll just kind of do you all at roughly the same time. Petrina tries to push herself in front of you, seeing you all push forwards, and cries no. No, please, no! And puts her arms out.
Well, I'm 30 foot. I'm 30 foot.
Yeah, you're in front of her, but you'll have to push past her to do it. To go, Bronwyn. She's kind of jumped in front of you.
Yeah, she pushed past.
I will let Bronwyn go first.
Bronwyn, you're first.
She'll try and get past Katrina and loose an arrow.
Or two.
Or two. Depends.
Who is better than one?
Do I need to do anything for getting past her, or do I just shove her?
No, you can push past her.
Okay, so yeah, 2 biggie arrows. These ones. Actually, no, we'll start with one of the special arrows. So that. Cool. I scored nothing on that.
That's weird.
And they evaporate, and you never get them back.
Because you're shooting at Strahd. Just like, get out, compute.
No.
Hang on.
He just goes, nah.
So yeah, so 25 to hit.
Does that include the +2 bonus from the arrow?
No.
No, that's just to hit at the moment. I'm just gonna have to do the arrow separately because that's broken.
So what was your total to hit him?
So 25 to hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so 27 because of the arrow. Yeah, 27.
It hits.
For
It's 10 piercing.
Yeah.
As it's striking true and coming towards him, you see this kind of red shimmer around him as it strikes, and the arrow just, like it was if it was hitting a wall, just collapses in on itself onto this red shield, breaking the arrow into pieces, but doesn't pass through it.
It is magical damage as well, isn't it?
Right, okay, so second shot, she'll then get the Unbreakable Arrow. It's out. That's why I didn't want to just say I was going to use 2 of the magic ones.
Yep.
But I suspected something like that was going to happen. Yep. Unbreakable. And this time she's going to do her, thingamay, what's it? I know what I mean.
Good.
Sharpshooter.
Right.
So -5 to the attack, but +10 to damage if she gets it.
Okay, give me a roll to hit, please.
Woo!
So that would be -5, so 19 to hit.
Is a hit.
Yeah.
So that would be 15 magical piercing.
Again.
And that's with an Unbreakable Arrow.
Okay, yeah. It strikes and veers off the edge of the shield.
Great.
But it isn't able to penetrate.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Seeing that he's got a shield, I will blood mark curse him. I will also amplify it, so I take 1d6 worth of damage.
There's no save against that, is there?
No. So I take 4 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have my next attack rolls are have advantage until the end of my turn.
You've got advantage, was that?
I've got advantage, yeah.
Nice.
So
Cool.
basically mark him and like mentally with a blood curse.
Nice.
And at the end, with every hit I do, I get an additional d6 damage on him, as well as the d6 fire damage.
Nice, very nice. Yeah.
So,
you spend an action closing the distance.
I move to close the distance, then I got 3 swings at him.
You've not got your offhand ones, because that's a full attack, and because you've moved, you can't.
It's an action, you get 2 attacks, and then it's a bonus action to do the swipe. The third swipe.
Is it? Okay. Maybe you do then.
So the first one is a miss. The second one is a 24. Causing 17 points of magical slashing damage. 5 of that is fire.
How are you adding that up?
9 for slashing there.
Sorry, I was looking
5
at 10.
for
Yeah.
fire, and then 3 for the additional, and then another attack. Good. The roll. 17. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 slashing.
It's magical, isn't it?
Yep, and 6 extra magical slashing.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
13 magical slashing and 2 fire.
Yeah.
You can see this sort of red shimmer around him is definitely getting weaker.
Yeah, that is that done.
You close the distance and wail on him. He's not drawn his sword. He's not defending himself. He honestly looks confused that you're attacking him. At the moment, Red.
Red is going to dive at him and is going to do a multi-attack. So that is one attack with beak and claws, aiming at him, but also aiming at his cloak. Going to tear that cloak up. It annoys me every time he arrives and he's there with his swooshy cloak. Right, I've got a giant eagle up on here, so I'm hoping this is going to work. So I'll do the beak attack first.
Okay.
Did that work? Yes, it did.
Nice. As you swoop down.
That works.
We don't see on the...
Yeah. Oh, I can see it.
Okay.
It's come up twice. It's supposed to do 1 for beak and 1 for...
That's cool. Yeah,
claws.
it's on Whisper.
Yeah.
His annoyance and surprise fades off his face. You can see him resign. Fine. It is death you seek. Supernaturally quick. Ridiculously fast. He just sidesteps and spins away from your attacks as you dive in behind him. One second. Ooh, I don't think he's got you.
Nope.
As his hand snakes out towards, and through pure instinct, you dodge to the side. As his claws try to close around your throat, and you can see his nails have come out. Fangs have jutted from his mouth now. Petrina. Stop! What are you doing? This is madness! Stop this now! As she grabs onto you, Bronwyn, and tries to push your bow to the side.
She'll sort of wrestle with her, I guess, like try and take back control of her bow.
Yep. You see Kasimir goes back into the Amber Temple.
On his own, leaving his sister out here.
On his own, yeah. He's just...
I'm done.
I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Is the golem still walking out the temple? Slowly.
Because Constance has got the amulet.
Yeah. Just like squish Casimir as it walks out.
Shame.
How tall is the golem?
10 foot.
It's big. It's a big
Tall.
boy.
You can get out.
Yeah.
So who's moved forwards?
I think all of them did.
Yeah,
I
like
haven't had a go yet.
No.
I haven't gone yet.
Okay.
I've had a little wrestle with Katrina, but
I was last because
Elian has kind of emerged from the temple and swung a little wide in order to get a bow shot on him.
Yeah, I just put Casimir down, and then Casimir ran away.
Yeah.
All
Guess
that
I'm-
carrying for nothing.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just grappling with Katrina just like in the entranceway.
I haven't had a turn this round yet.
No, not yet.
Hmm.
Can all of those in the entrance please give me a wisdom saving throw?
The entrance of the Amber Temple, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that include me?
Yeah.
What's this for?
14 with.
It's from a human.
No. Boo.
You'll have +2 if you're next to me, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we all next to you?
If we're by the entrance, we should.
If we're by the
Yeah.
entrance, we're all going to be within 10 foot of me.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 21.
Yeah. Elian.
Don't forget, Jakul and Constance still have Bardic Inspiration if they want to use it.
Oh, yeah, I might as well use it now.
Yeah, sure.
It's a D8, isn't it?
Yeah.
6 again. Okay.
So you're on 19.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're cool.
8. Another 6, so that's 20 altogether.
Nice. The sound of voices screaming,
Oh, no.
women
Oh,
crying
okay.
in help comes from behind you.
Behind, damn it.
Everyone take 8 points of damage because you all saved.
I
Elian-
did not save.
Oh, did you not? Take 16 points of damage.
What sort
Elian-
of damage, Adam? Sorry?
Psychic damage, please.
Oh, that's alright. I thought it might be necrotic.
Sorry.
Well,
Elian, what is your armor class, please?
It is 17, or if it's not Strahd attacking me, then it will presumably go up to 22.
For the first attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard.
This flurry of blows come in from behind you. The first one,
Jeez.
The middle one will get a cutting words.
you don't see this coming. You don't know
Yeah,
this is
fair
coming,
enough.
dude. You don't know it's
cool.
coming.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, snake eyes.
Doesn't matter, that's
Yes.
enough to leave me bleeding on the ground.
is it really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
God.
Isn't it one hit, though?
It'll be 23. Because you've got an armor of 22 right now, don't you?
Yeah.
So, from
Only
the
be
way
1
you,
damage.
you...
The shield will
the
last
way
for the 1 round, yeah, so it's only 7 points of damage,
really?
sorry.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, so for that round, and then it will fizzle. So you take 7 points of slashing damage.
I have a whole 1 hit point, everybody.
Hey!
I'm proud of you.
You can do it.
From out of what seemed like nowhere, Rahadin, leather
did he walk-
armor.
Did
Was
he
that
walk
your call?
past Casimir then, if he's come out of the
You don't
temple?
know where he came from.
Okay.
You can see leather straps, this high neckline, his black hair down, and fur of snow white around his shoulders. His cruel face as he looks at you and comes in with 3 lightning fast slashes with the scimitar. This screaming fills all of your ears just being near to him. And you can see him smiling as he wades into you, Elian, from behind.
Wow.
So is he going just after Strahd? Or was there somebody in the middle?
Strahd's not been.
Strahd attacked the hunter.
Was that a reaction?
It was a legendary action.
Trying to grab hunter.
Grab and bite.
I hate him.
Oh no, I've lost the. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, 'cause we can't see the turn.
I had a
Strahd
I had a
disappeared.
2, so I think I'm the slowest out
Yeah.
of everyone.
Oh no, I've lost my initiative. Oh no, where is it?
There were 3 of us very close.
There's
The
3 of
4
us on
all-
22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You
I went
guys were
first.
all at the front, weren't you?
then
I can kind of remember it. Sorry.
Hunter, then Red, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Elian, then Constance, then me.
Oh, having 2 open at once closes one of them. Oh, that's hilariously fun. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry. My encounters.
I know, but it's the only one that's.
Oh, that's annoying. Sorry. Bear with me a second. Right. Those close to Strahd. So, Red, you kind of swoop down and miss and swoop past as he moves ridiculously fast.
Adam, could you just give us an idea of what the initiative order actually is? Because I'm slightly losing track.
So there's a big group at 22. Then Rahadin went next, then Strahd, then it's the rest of you. So I'll just split you into 2 groups, or you can be basically one big group. I've lost my tracker, super sorry. I might have to make a new one. Ugh. I managed to do that. I'm such an idiot.
And Strahd and Rahadin have wandered off. What a shame. They got bored.
Yeah, this is not going to go.
Hunter, can you give me a wisdom save, please? What did you get? I didn't hear you, sorry.
18.
You seem to be more mute, Johnny, for some reason.
18.
Yeah.
18. Oh, that's rubbish.
Have you got the +2 from Constance?
No, I don't.
Too far.
But I rolled that straight 18 because I've got no wisdom save. Because
Nice.
he's like a day old, 2 days old.
It's not wise.
He's not wise. He's an animal. He's a ferocious beast.
Okay. And what is your armor class, please?
My armor class is 18 currently.
Wow.
Do you have a different overlay for in your own beast mode?
Yeah, just beast mode. Beast mode overlaid.
Load, overload. Beast mode.
It would be 19, but I don't technically have 2 weapons out. Because I get +1 because of 2 weapon fighting, but my claws are better than swords, so chin it.
He's going to try and strike you again.
Misses.
What even is this?
That would have been
This
fucking
is
horrible.
pure luck.
Yeah.
As his claws come towards your face, and again you're quick.
It's just a vampire form facing a weird werewolf form.
Yeah.
Bound to be like this.
Basically,
Fine.
end of the bad Van Helsing movie.
The cracking Van Helsing movie, I have you know. And that
You've
is
made
what I
your
say
choice.
Oh no, there's a network error. Or is
Yeah,
that
I've got
up?
the same thing too. No, I'm seeing that too.
I'm seeing it as well.
Where? On what? I'm
On
not.
the
On Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch.
Seeing Twitch still.
I'm still not seeing it.
Oh, mine's
is fine.
okay.
Yeah, mine's fine.
Give it a second.
Just refresh the page.
Are we still live, chat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we're saying just
refreshed.
refresh. Thanks, Aaron.
There we go. It's back. I've refreshed it.
Go.
Right,
Oh.
let's do this. Who's next? I want to.
1 second.
That's weird.
Should be Ellie and then Constance then me.
God.
Yeah, bear with me 2 seconds, sorry.
I could get a money key and then spend the key on flying blows.
Elian, your turn, please.
Ow. I will use a bonus action to do second winds, which is D1d10 plus 4. Let me roll that.
Hey, cooler feed.
You won't. Fine. I'll do it manually.
So as you look out, you're on this large plateau on this mountain. To your backs, you've got the wall of the Amber Temple with these 4 large amber giants. As you come out of the entrance, behind Strahd, you can see his horse. In the midst of this combat, you can see Strahd fighting Hunter, less Red swooping down, and that was all who went into close combat with him, and the rest of you making your way out. Rahadin appeared out of freaking nowhere and just stabs Elian in the back.
I will spin round and snap an arrow into his face at point blank.
Nice.
Because I hate him almost as much as I hate Strahd. That is a 9. Oh, actually, I need to make a concentration check.
Where's that?
Because I just got stabbed. And I'm maintaining magic weapon.
Yep, thank you.
I find it funny when we DM ourselves.
Well, you know,
we should keep track of our own stuff.
Yeah, you can't expect the DM to always keep track of all the minutiae, and it's kind of relevant, I think.
I don't remember anything myself.
So I lose magic weapon.
Oh, what a shame.
So that is an 18 to hit him.
That's on the money, yeah, as a hit.
Sweet. And I will use my trip attack maneuver.
Yeah, what does he do?
He needs to make a strength saving throw. And I need to roll some damage somehow, I think. Or did I do that already?
The 6 piercing.
Yeah, I did that already. Cool.
Are you still on 1 HP?
No, I've just done second wind, so I'm now on a whole 11.
I'm gonna use my bonus on it to give him a 22.
Fine, he makes it. But
Oh, what? You're not even going to re-roll?
That is the reroll.
That's not a re-roll, though, is it? It's always a 22 when I'm going to take that instead.
yeah, so he takes... Assuming he's not immune to normal piercing damage, he takes 8 points of damage in his stupid face.
Excellent, thank you.
Hit him in his stupid face.
Hit him in the face.
Oh, it keeps closing the frickin' encounter. It's really annoying. 8.
Yep.
8.
The arrow digs into him, but you don't really see him flinch or react to it whatsoever.
That's because he has no actual emotions.
Bonus class of vicious mockery.
Constance.
No, I used my bonus action to draw on my inner reserves of strength so I could actually spin round and shoot him.
So you've
How
got
far in front of me is Strahd at the moment?
40 foot.
And Rahadin is right next to us.
Right behind you.
Right next to you.
And Rahadin is behind you.
Yeah. I will walk up to Strahd.
Yeah.
As far as I can get.
Yeah, you go 30 foot, and then you'd be another move to get in base contact with him.
10 foot away is fine.
Yeah.
And I will say, so when would you like to have us to dinner?
I don't think you're reading the situation.
Bit of a loaded
Okay, wait, say what you say. What you say is what you say. You see, he looks past you. He makes eye contact with you briefly and then looks past you behind you, over near Bronwyn. I feel we shall be having a celebration soon. Perhaps you could come for that.
Oh, yes?
He doesn't look flustered. He looks reasonably calm. He's getting wailed on by this half animal werewolf thing, and there's this hawk eagle thing diving down on him. He doesn't look like he gives a shit.
And what would that be?
As you see him look past. You've seen this look from him before. You've seen it stronger. This kind of lust in his eyes. As you see him looking towards Petrina. So those in the close combat, you can hear this. The greatest of celebrations. A joining of two people. A wedding of love. That's about, in the combat as it's still going on, that's about all you've got time for. Yeah. You want to do anything else?
No.
Jakul, your turn, sir.
Oh, no. The golem's already outside, isn't it?
You can hear it making its way up the stairs, so it's moving 30 foot around.
That's it, yeah, that's fine.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone. As soon as my turn comes up, I'm gonna kind of like take a turn half to Elliot and cast Mass Cure Wounds, so everyone gets 24 health.
Oh, nice.
Do you include Kasimir and...
Kasimir's out of sight, and it's only 6 people I can do, so it's just...
Okay.
24 was that?
24 health to
Lovely.
everyone.
As you
Thank
cast
you
that,
so much.
Jakul, you feel Strahd's eyes look at you. And you see his brow furrow slightly as he does. And where the hags tore your face and bit into it, he touches his. And there's a look of pure disgust and disdain goes across his face briefly. And you see him just breathe out, no. And those close by, you'd hear him say that. Followed by, who? This is, and as you look up, there's this fucking werewolf creature trying to slice into him, and he's not even paying any attention to it for a moment. You can have an attackable opportunity on him, Hunter.
Where are my attacks gone? They're in here. Actions. Have a fiery claw. No, miss.
You see, as Hunter slices in to try and attack him, moving with supernatural speed, he dodges underneath the attack and closes 30 feet towards you, Jakul, eyes just fixed on you and looking at the area that they bit into. For you, it's been perfectly healed. No one else has seen it or noticed it at all. But Strahd is completely fixated on it.
Is this the part that Soon intervened and helped?
When you rolled the nat 20 and healed yourself, yes.
Yeah.
So Strahd moves out of combat, no one gets an attackable opportunity on him, and with superhuman speed closes the distance towards Jakul. He's now 30 foot, he's in the middle of the groups.
My spell still went off and the heal and everything.
You got the heal.
Okay.
Who did that go to?
Yeah, I've still got my move action, so oh god, I try and take a step back to kind of put the one of the amber statues behind me. So it's like behind me,
sort of to the side a little bit,
kind of up.
Who was the mass healing word on? Mask your wounds on. Sorry.
Everyone.
Oh, okay.
The 24 health to everyone.
By everyone, you mean the party?
The party, yeah. Everyone in the group chat, other than
Not Strahd.
Not Strahd, not Rahadin.
Well, it's 6 people, so it's us.
You can hear him now, and there is like the sound of concern on his face. There's a look in his eyes that you've not seen. It's the look of someone just smashing some art. That look of pure kind of shock in his face as he's just staring at yours for a second, as then he kind of composes himself again. And he says again, with more authority this time, "Who?"
Can I, with my insight, I can tell what he's like trying to.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
He's literally just staring at your cheek. You can feel his eyes burning into it on your face.
Who hurt you,
Beautiful.
I'll kind of whisper out the hags of the windmill, but they are no more.
Now you see his fangs full extend and a look of anger and rage come across his face. He goes full kind of like Buffy vampire, Strahd vampire. Bronwyn, your turn.
She will spin around to look at Rahadin.
You turn your back on Strahd.
Yes.
Okay.
This seems wise.
You can see this dusk elf standing behind you. He looks similar-ish to Kasimir, but even more. His piercing eyes without the blues, but more kind of murky browny blacks to them. An evil grin across his face. Where the fuck he came from, you're not sure, but he was in the middle of you before you knew what happened. He stands with these scimitars out, his leather armour, the high neck and the cloak around him. His almost Vulcan-like eyebrows arched up as he's in a fighting pose.
So she will notch an arrow, aim at him, and then, like at the last moment, sort of turn it down so she basically shoots at his feet and casts an ensnaring strike.
Okay.
So it's a strength saving throw, or he is restrained by the vines.
Oh, this is a rubbish game. I don't like this game anymore.
Strength save against 14.
Yeah, you get him.
Yeah.
He's still in base contact with Elian, though. But he just can't move.
So he's restrained.
He gets disadvantage on his attacks, and attacks against him have advantage.
Nice.
Sorry, Catherine, I don't know why I talked straight over you there, sorry.
Takes 2d6 piercing damage at the start of each of his turns until he manages to get away from...
Okay.
And he takes 2 entire damage right now.
Excellent.
I'll take it. I mean, I won't take it. He'll take it.
Damage.
It's 2 more.
Yep, he takes it.
I'm proud of that.
Hunter. Your turn, Hunter.
How far away from him is he of me? Is it 45 feet?
30. He moved 30 foot only.
I move 45 feet and get in front of him.
Yep.
Would I have an attack of opportunity on Hunter?
You can indeed, yeah.
I would like to try and restrain him.
You can try and grab him. Hunter, I'm guessing you weren't expecting it. So I'll give...
I get advantage on strength saves.
So I'm going to give Constance, you've got advantage on your roll.
It's athletics. To grapple me. 13. You rolled a 13. Oh, you got advantage. 23. so I've got advantage.
He was a 13. Right.
Thanks. Yep. You've got me. You're going to take 3 claws.
It's fine.
Hunter being grabbed by someone will just turn around and claw her.
Yep. You get wrestled to the floor, Hunter. So those who've been attacking Strahd, you've not seen him take any damage yet.
16. 16. Yeah, they're almost.
Bronwyn, on your turn, what do you do with Katrina? She again tries to get in the way.
Because I've basically turned my back.
Yeah, you're going to push her off?
Presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she figured that Strahd he's got enough people on him, so she's dealing with Rahadin.
Okay, cool.
She doesn't know about Strahd, does she?
Yeah,
compared
true.
to some of the other people in this party.
It's just
But
another
how
sexy
strong?
vampire.
Yeah.
Red,
Exactly,
your turn.
another sexy vampire.
The sexiest.
I came
No,
through
say
into
it was
this
my
plane
turn.
and all it is sexy vampires.
Red.
Is Rahadin
He's kind of
responding to any of the hits?
he's getting hurt. You can see him taking damage, but it doesn't seem to be very effective against him. You can see Strahd is closing the distance now, but isn't really unloaded on people. He's moving ridiculously quick when he wants to, but hasn't.
Red will move back over to where Bronwyn and Elian and Jakul are.
Yeah.
And hover and hold her turn.
Yep.
Ready
spin
to
round.
respond to the first thing that Strahd or Rahadin try to do.
Cool. You see Katrina stumbles back from Bronwyn. And as she falls, Strahd's eyes break from yours, Jakul, or your cheek at least, and he fixates on her and superhumanly quick is to her and wraps a hand underneath her. You can see his cloak billowing behind him. And she
Such an
looks
anime
up to him.
character.
Can anyone nearby give me a perception as they exchange a couple of words?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that thing. 9.
19s.
19.
Oh, nice.
9.
think advantage as well if it's hit.
It is hearing, yeah.
Not paying attention over there.
No, you can't hear. You're focusing on
Yeah.
Rahadin.
19.
19 for me too.
You hear Strahd say, "I have you. This time I won't lose you." As Petrina looks towards Strahd. And in all of this chaos, and at the back, you've got arrows flying into Rahadin, who's trying to reach Strahd, it seems. You've got Constance grabbing Hunter and wrestling into the floor. Fighting going on around. These two share this moment of 2, 3, 4 heartbeats as it extends, as Strahd's in no rush. Anyone who wants to make an attackable opportunity on Strahd can. Who's near him? He's not.
Why not?
You wouldn't be facing him. You're facing the other way and you didn't
Sorry,
hit.
yeah.
As he gently helps her to her feet, and her eyes fix on his. As she starts to mouth something under her breath, trembling lips, she can barely speak. As she starts mouthing something which you hear. And it sounds like she's going to say she loves him. He looks at her again. I know. You'll be mine. Always. As she slowly gets put back to her feet. Rahadin. Anyone near Rahadin? Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
How close is near?
10 foot.
Yeah, I'm hovering quite far above.
Because I was pushed away from Rahadin by Strahd.
16.
That would be you, and you. What did everyone get?
16.
7.
Oh, that's not a save.
No, it is not. Oh, for the
Ooh, 18 damage if you didn't save. 9 if you did, please.
Was 16 a save, yeah?
Was 16 a save? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just constant screaming of people crying in terror, crying in fear for mercy from him. Elian, you hear a voice you recognize. How could you miss it? The sound of Doru lost in there. As you hear him crying out, alone. As Rahadin disappears in a puff of smoke.
What happens to all the vines that were restraining him?
I'm guessing Misty Step will get you out of it. There's a teleport 30 foot to an unoccupied.
Did he cast that?
He can indeed.
Counterspell.
Wait a second. Run an innate spellcasting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
sorry.
counter that.
Yeah.
He's just been like, yeah, I killed your lover. So no, he's not leaving.
Okay. Yeah, it's a level. It's an innate, so yeah, you can get it. He'll unload a load of attacks on you then.
Yeah, he has disadvantage because he's restrained.
Cool.
Oh no!
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's
Did he take
certainly...
his restraint damage, Adam?
We'll do that at the end of his turn, please.
Okay.
So the first one is 11 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
16 a hit.
Is
That's at disadvantage.
that was a crit, wasn't it?
No, the last one's a crit.
Attacks.
He's got 3 attacks.
It's a double crit for the last one.
He rolled 2 crits on that last.
That's insane.
Right. Okay. So 11 and 12.
Damn.
Can you take the 12 as well? It's a 16 on AC for the 12.
What's your AC,
Oh,
Elian?
17. So no, the
Okay.
second attack will miss. I forgot he had disadvantage.
It's a 21, a 16, and a 30.
Yeah. The last attack hits you for a large amount of damage, I'm afraid. Let me just work that one out.
Yes, the amount may be relevant for purposes of death by massive damage.
12 plus whatever is on the dice.
21.
12 plus 5. 17 points of damage.
Oh, cool. Well, that's me bleeding to death, but not dead.
You see, as you stop his spell, his eyes fix on you, and a scowl comes across his face. There's no hint.
I regret nothing.
As 3 wildly fast slashes just out of nowhere. The first one catches you blind across the face. The second one, by the skin of your teeth, you manage to get the rapier down, as he then slides and pummel strikes your rapier out. And as your sword goes clanging to the floor, you're wide open as he brings it across you, as the rings from your chainmail spray open, and it catches you up with a huge uppercut on the bottom of your jaw. The last thing you see as your head spins backwards as blood sprays over is the form of Red's eagle hovering not too far above you as you fall backwards onto your back. He's going to do another saving throw to try and break free, but he takes the damage, so give me the damage, please.
2d6. Yep.
Does a 15 get him out?
I think it might. I think it was 14.
I think when you're restrained by vines like that, you have to choose to use an action to.
Is it an action, or is it just a save at the end of your turn to not be restrained by them?
It's 14. Hang on, let me check the wording. It's 14 is the save,
Perfect.
but while restrained, you take 2d6 at the start of your turn.
Oh, start your turn. Okay.
Creature restrained, blah blah blah. Can use its action to make a strength check.
Still restrained then. Still restrained. Yeah. Good call, Johnny. Thank you.
It could be a move action though, couldn't it?
No, action.
Action.
Yeah.
So it just takes 2d6 piercing.
For it.
Okay, cool.
Do you want me to roll the 2d6?
Yes, please.
Yes. Ooh, nice. 11.
Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. He seems to be bleeding, but he doesn't seem to care at all. He is looking towards Strahd is his concern. As one of you hits the floor. From looking at the scene as all of you take it in for a second, Strahd does not look hurt. You don't seem to have managed to get through his shield. Rahadin looks... He's bleeding. But he doesn't look hugely damaged. Constance is currently wrestling Hunter on the floor as you kind of huddle in this group as Petrina now just cannot take her eyes off Strahd. Strahd's turn. With authority. Rahadin! Stop this madness! Rahadin jumps back and sheaths his sword. If anyone wants to attack a opportunity on him, you have it.
Not near him.
Love to, but unconscious.
Yeah, I'm on him. I'll just stab him. Nah, 10 to hit. I'm guessing that's a.
You've got advantages in restrained.
Yeah, he's making no effort to defend himself.
14.
Still a miss.
Yeah, no.
Red is also going to dive and do a multi-attack.
Nice.
That was 20 to hit.
Yeah, big hit. Give me some damage.
18 slashing.
Ouch. 18?
18 slashing.
Ooh,
and 8
ouch.
piercing.
Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, big hit. That hurt him. You do. Give me a second. Yeah, hit and load on you, Bronwyn. What's your AC, please?
It is 16.
As he's just physically attacking you, the first one hits for 21.
He's what was it, isn't he? Undead. Is he undead?
He is indeed.
So I still have my protection up.
18 hit you?
but he's at it would still hit at disadvantage. So yeah.
Yeah, give me a concentration, DC 21.
Right. 14.
Yeah, it drops, and he is just going to claw you again. 19, take 26 points of damage. And, no, take 20 points of damage, and this time he grapples you round the throat.
Okay.
He just superhumanly quick. You see Strahd as he orders Rahadin to stand down. And Rahadin, without hesitation, just sheaths his sword. And then as you shoot at Rahadin, Strahd just dives at you. Claws come forwards in this flurry of blows as he is just tearing into you ridiculously fast. Elian, your turn, sir.
Thank you. I will... Let me think about this. Oh, I think I'll make a death save. I will fail a death save.
Yep, you stop bleeding out. At the end of your turn, Strahd's going to use a legendary action. He's going to bite you.
Who, me?
No, he's got Bronwyn. He's going to bite Bronwyn. Bronwyn, take 11 points of damage as he picks you up and just latches on with his teeth and starts to drain the blood from you.
Is any of this necrotic?
Yeah, that's 6 piercing and 5 necrotic.
Okay, because I am resistant to necrotic.
Brilliant. Okay, so 6 piercing.
The unarmed attacks as well.
Oh, yeah. So you need to minus 15 hit points in total, less damage. And this one you take
less.
15 less. And this one you take 6 and 2 necrotic.
So 8. So 8 altogether damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Constance, your turn.
I will cast Compel Duel on Strahd.
Yeah. What's the saving throw on that, please?
I think yes. I can't find anything on this new sheet.
Sorry, I can have a look.
It's not there.
Compel a duel of 5e. You attempt to compel a creature. The creature must wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Is a 14 a save?
How do I
Your
know
spell
that?
DC yes, it is. It meets 14 was the save DC.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm not good with spell save DCs. I never have to use them. But he succeeds against that then.
He does indeed. As you invoke this magic and hit him on it, challenging him, are you letting go of Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you release Hunter and then focus this spell on him, it hits him, but he doesn't turn around to face you.
Everyone stop. I imagine Elian also makes a similar noise.
Are you alive, Bronwyn?
Yes, I'm just dangling from Strahd's hand, I guess.
Strahd's going to use another legendary action to unarmed strike Bronwyn. He's just tearing into her now.
Okay.
Take 5, and if you're mute, and 8 necrotic.
9, 10. That's 13 in total.
You just see Strahd holding her up with one hand as he bites into her, lifts her up again, and is just slashing into her with her spare hand. Jakul, your turn, sir.
Jeez. So Rahadin is now still sheathed. And
He's still
backing
got a weapon out, and he's as if he was like standing to arms. You can see he's looking towards Strahd, but he's obeyed his order.
Okay. I'll make a dash, like giving Strahd a bit of a wide berth, and run to Elian. I kind of slide down and like slap my hand on him, on his chest, and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him, to stabilize him, and then I'll shout out to Strahd. Please leave her. She's new to this land. She does not know. And I guess that's about all.
Okay.
An action.
Please stop.
Any way to treat a wedding guest.
Bronwyn, your turn. You're currently grappled by Strahd, so if you want to attack him, it's awkward, or you can try and... Well, you can't really shoot him. You'd have to break his grapple.
What I would like to do, I don't know whether I can do, but what I'd like to do is to try and get the holy water from my cloak, and basically splash it at him.
You just smash a bar of holy water into his face.
That's yeah.
You can hear Katrina shouting for... Well, not shouting, but calling calmly for Strahd to stop. As you pull out a holy water, and throw at him, give me an attack roll. You might miss him still, there's a chance.
Is that just like a d20?
A ranged attack. You're going to probably like throw it to smash on him, aren't you?
It's D20 plus your dex.
Yeah.
d20 plus dex, cool.
So as if you were doing a bow attack. Roll as if you were doing a bow attack.
Roll for bow, okay.
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, it hits him and strikes him. Let me just see.
It's 2d6 radiant on an undead.
Yeah, give me some damage, please.
6 radiant.
That's the first damage Strahd takes.
So am I really losing or winning?
You're right, it is unclear currently.
Yes.
This was my plan all along.
If you become a vampire, do you have to hunt yourself?
The ethical dilemma of it all.
Hunter, your turn. You're released.
Well, the Gabriel dilemma.
You find you're looking at this scene. Strahd looks like he's not taking much damage. Elian is on the floor, and Jakul is trying to pick him up. Red has just swooped in and heavily damaged Rahadin. You see Bronwyn pull out some holy water and just smash it into Strahd's face as it starts to sizzle on his skin. It just seems to have made him angrier.
I'm going to walk until Strahd is within 30 feet of me, and then I'm going to cast Binding on him.
Yep.
Don't know if it's going to work, but hey ho, let's give it a go. And I'm going to amplify it as well, so I'm going to take D6 damage for it.
Nice. And what does it do, please?
So, Curse of Binding, you attempt to bind a creature that you see within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed a strength save of a DC 13, so he's most likely going to save it. And it is reduced to 0 and can't use its reactions until the end of your next turn. If I amplify it, the curse lasts for a minute and can affect the creature regardless of its size. And at the end of each turn, it can make another strength save to do it at the end of my turn, basically, to make the curse end.
Cool. So you invoke...
I can take 2 damage from it.
Yep. You walk within 30 foot and claw yourself, causing this damage, and invoke this binding. And you see is it the ground coming up, or what's coming up and trying to grab it?
It's the blood inside them basically starts to burn and boil. It's the blood curse.
I like it.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Because it's not his own blood in there, so
You don't think you've got him.
that's fair.
No, you don't think you've got him. Red, your turn. Rahadin is still not drawn his sword. He looks anxious, like he wants to, and he's flinching to, but he still hasn't. He's obeyed Strahd's command.
Red is going to hover and hold her turn. She wants to hear what Constance is trying to say, mainly, and doesn't want to. She knows this fight is not going to end well for them, regardless of how plucky they are.
You delay. Constance, do you want to say anything? Does anyone want to say anything? Now is your chance.
I want to roll my eyes for every single turn of this combat.
It's my addition to this still.
I want to say, have we got that out of our systems?
I'll shout to Strahd. We were just from inside. We just were in there. You know what that's like. We're very on edge. We apologize for this mess.
What'd you do, Bronwyn?
I mean, I'm still being held by Strahd, aren't I? Yeah. Just, yeah. I mean, what
is
can
the
I
answer
do?
dangle?
Yeah. I'm just gonna hope that Constance can talk her way out of this.
Bronwyn.
Yes.
Can you give me a wisdom saving throw? DC is 18. You can choose to fail it if you want, but you won't know what spell it is.
I'm going to use my advantage because that was an 8.
Okay.
And it was a 15, so it's a fail, whatever.
See, Strahd drops her and lets her fall through the air very quickly before she touches the floor. You see his hands moving, his lips moving very quickly. What would he turn you into? As Strahd turns you into like he'd probably go for a cat.
It's always you.
I'm a different character now.
I've just got that little clip of Neville Longbottom in my head, just being like, "Why is it always me?"
Yeah.
Every single time in this campaign someone's cast polymorph, it's been at one of Catherine's characters.
Yeah.
Every single
That's
time.
fine.
I remember my time as a frog.
You can see Strahd now. Blood down his face, on his clothes, on his clawed hands, on both of them. He looks like he's been doing surgery. Bronwyn, her clothes and armour at the front are just torn to shreds. You can see where the fangs have pierced in her throat, where he was gripping and picking her up by her throat. The hand mark is left on there. It looks as if someone had taken a sooty hand and just kind of done a handprint on. And you can see around where he touched her is very pale and there is no blood in any of it. And there's a moment of calm. Does
Am I
anyone
now
do
a cat?
anything? You're now a cat. A small black cat.
Am I a cat with Bronwyn's brain in it, or am I literally a cat? I can't remember how we did this last time.
You get the spell is you get the stats
Mental
and
ability.
intelligence level of the animal.
You think you're a cat.
I am literally a cat. I'm not Bronwyn in a cat's body. I am
Literally a cat.
Yeah.
You
Oh, no, you-
retained your alignment and personality, though, so
Yeah, so you're still
I'm a
like
vampire
a cat
hunting
that's
cat.
really good at hunting.
I don't know how a cat has that personality.
Okay, in character, what you say is what you say. What does anyone do? So you've got this scene now. Elian bleeding out heavily from multiple cuts, his face torn open. Rahadin standing there like on guard. This plateau of white snow with these 4 large amber giants in the entrance to the Amber Temple.
You know when cats get really pissy and they go like super fluffy and the
Oh,
tail's like up on
proper
end
fluff.
and hisses? That's what the cat is doing. Like,
Right.
Okay.
flap
Red
up,
is-
hiss.
Where's the golem?
Red is going to swoop down.
Gollum enters the scene. Yes, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Gollum. Red's going to swoop down and go back into halfling form and quickly put Cure Wounds into Elian.
Cool.
No, we don't want him awake.
Is that what Jekyll says?
I'll say that quickly, and then I'll kind of like put my like hand on his like kind of his face to kind of point him down and stop him from talking.
Now can I go? Red will say that to Jakul. Can I heal him now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't stop you from healing. I just said that while you were.
Oh. Right, so Red is going to cast Cure Wounds at, let's go 3rd level. Does that hop up?
Yep.
Ooh,
20 healing.
good. 20 healing.
Nice.
Nice, big heal.
So yeah,
Let's forget Red can just do that.
Invoke like the powers of nature. She'll be speaking out in Druidic and gripping onto almost into his skin, pumping that healing power.
I'm gonna keep my like hand on his face and like my elbow like on his chest, not like just like lock arms, so that I'm like stopping him from moving and like stopping him from talking. And I'll kind of like lean down and I'll be kind of like whispering like quietly, "It's like now is not the time, Iliad. Now is not the time. We pick our fight."
So, what you say is what you say. Feel free to interrupt at any point.
Meow.
Strahd.
Red will go over and try and pick up the cat. Please move her out the way. Can I do animal handling?
Yeah, you would feel safe with Red. Always feel safe.
Yeah. No, she'd
Like she'll be like proper like like trying to get her trust. Where's my animal handling gone? There we go. 9.
I
Rubbish.
feel like you're a druid.
You
I'm
would
a
feel
ranger.
trusted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cat
And
ranger.
a cat.
A cat ranger.
Druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
It
just
would-
wants
yeah.
to sort of like grab her and keep her here,
Yeah.
so she's not gonna run off or anything. Try and grab her.
Gonna run back into the temple.
No.
Hunter, watching everyone do what they're doing, he will turn and start making his way down the mountain alone.
Constance, give me a perception check, and it's got to be really high, please.
Well, that's going to be fun with my +0. That's a 3.
No.
Oh.
Perception
Sorry.
team.
There's no point in saying it's going to be really high, because at that point, just don't ask me to roll perception.
With this carnage, this red blood across the stark white snow and frost at the entrance to the Amber Temple, with Jakul holding Elian down and Red holding this cat, Hunter has turned his back on this and is walking away. As you look at this surreal scene, as Strahd bows formally to Petrina, as she looks at him, eyes, as you can see, she's struggling to keep her mouth closed as she just wants to let her jaw drop open. The way someone would, seeing their true crush of a celebrity, not really believing what is happening. Petrina, will you be mine for all time? And he's barely got the words out of his mouth. I will! I do, Strahd, I do!
There are muffled noises coming from
You hear a scream of rage and terror and anger of the likes you have never heard, so primal and true as Kasimir comes storming out. He looks on death's fucking door. He's bleeding heavily, been knocked unconscious from the back of the head when you picked him up. Freezing cold, cloak burnt in multiple places. You can see he's still an absolute mess as he comes running out. And Strahd moves with superhuman speed towards him. So close, breathing in his ear. Thank you, Kasimir. Now, we'll be together always. Kasimir falls to his knees. Shaking, convulsing, you see the man broken and he begins to weep. Petrina hasn't even acknowledged him, hasn't looked at him, is just fixated on Strahd. I have a wedding to plan. He looks around.
Just staying silent, kneeling there.
putting quite a lot of weight on Elian.
Yeah. Using my other hand to hold your other hand down and making sure you're not.
Yeah, Elian has a strength of 8. He's trying to get it. He's not succeeding.
No.
Petrina, it is common to choose a maid of honor. As his eyes look amongst you briefly and fixate on Bronwyn.
The cat.
Pick wisely.
Oh boy, pick the cat.
How cute would that be?
And he
I want a cat maid of honor.
He turns his back and slowly begins walking back to his mount. If anyone wants to do anything, now is your chance.
He's left Petrina there. Or...
Yep, he's not taking her with him. No.
I will go over to Petrina and put an arm around her in a sort of don't fucking move kind of. Like, if she wants to try and leap onto that horse behind him.
Imagine someone who loved Justin Bieber and has that total starstruck.
Oh no.
Just unbelievable.
She's
and then
a
Justin
believer,
Bieber
a
literally just said to them, "We're going to get married and you'll be with me always."
Oh no. Sweet deluded summer child. However, I have a cat.
Meow.
Meow. We'll make biscuits on Red Shoulder.
A grumpy cat face. Meow.
Hunter, what do you do?
Hunter's on a full 9-foot boat, just leaving them all to it.
Yeah.
Walking down the mountain.
in his mind, he's like, these lot won't help me destroy something if they can't even destroy their main enemy when he's right there in front of him. He did more fighting than anybody else did, so he's just like, nah, I'm done.
Oi!
Hey.
Just because somebody has 2 attacks a turn.
His job isn't this Amber Tentacle. His job isn't Strahd. His job is to go kill these werewolves.
Yep.
And the job has been done up there, and he offered to help destroy Strahd. And none of them fought, even though they've got this sword that kills vampires in a moment. And Constance, a paladin of vengeance, didn't do anything. So in his mind, he's more beast now than Gabriel. So he's just decided to buck them all off and then carry on walking.
You start making your way down.
Good luck on your own.
Bye. Meow.
Takes Strahd about a minute to calmly walk back to his mount. He doesn't rush it. He's in no rush at all. Gets on it. If anyone wants to do anything now, it's an opportunity.
What's his Rahadin doing? He just disappeared.
He would disappear backwards into the Amber Temple. Anyone wants to do anything? Now's your opportunity.
Nope.
Literally a cat.
Yeah.
Fireball.
I'm just going to assume that Jakul is leaning on Elian until you tell me otherwise, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm
That's all I'm doing.
held.
I'm just holding Elliot down.
I assume ineffectual but furious attempts to get up.
Yeah, as Strahd moves further and further away, I'm convinced he's out of earshot. I'll kind of be whispering in Elliot's ear. Even if we were to kill him now by some miracle, he would just come back tomorrow. We need to plan this right, and we need to do it right. You know he comes back. You know.
You see running through the sky now, his mount. The flames of its hoofs left first on the ground and then in the air as he circles round a few times and is making his way across the skyline. Those who spend a moment watching him, it's clear he's heading towards Ravenloft, but he's not going to Ravenloft. Red, you'd be able to tell. Looking at your current location and where he's going, he's heading either to the village of Barovia or to the windmill.
Ah.
Interesting.
Well, the hag's are already dead. Yeah. He loves my face too.
Everyone loves Jakul's face.
We should leave.
Katrina looks at you. Oh. I'll need a dress. Will have to be something worthy. I can save us all. I'll melt his heart. I'll be the hero of Barovia. As a smile crosses her lips. And that is where we shall leave it.
Matt B. I was looking at Adam and I just saw Matt's look in the corner of my eye and I was like, that.
Can you recreate it for us?
No, I don't think you can. He's too busy smiling now. His face is like, oh, for fuck's sake.
That was such a mess.
Does Strahd stop once he's left? Does he stop concentrating on the polymorph?
No. Full hour.
An hour. Great.
An hour as a cat. Red will have an animal companion for an hour.
There you go.
I've got a dispel magic left in me, don't worry.
It's not too late for him to permanency yet.
By the way, I don't know whether you saw that. For art of the cat.
Just sitting in this pile of gear.
Yeah.
I think Jakul summed it up well, and he was right. You'd have to beat him and then stop him getting back to his casket.
Yeah, we'd have to beat him and somehow get to the castle.
It makes
within a day and kill him in the coffin. It
makes perfect sense out of character.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I mean, I understand. I mean, like,
I wasn't going to reveal
yeah.
the sword. Like, there was absolutely no way she was going to reveal the sword, and she only has a warhammer that won't do any fucking damage on him. So she's like, this isn't the right time and place.
No,
We're not
exactly.
gonna fight him.
But my initial thought was to attack him. That's why I wanted to like cast Sacred Flame on him, because that I was just like, we just come out of this really high intense situation, and we just need like Strahd. I just come running out the door. This thing's nearly killed or knocked out Kasimir, and then it's like Strahd. It's like, oh shit, blam.
And for all you know, as well, that might just be the
I'm actually
Arcana sloth or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Roman's entire experience of him is
Can I just have one
bridge.
last roll, please? Hunter, can you give me a perception? Because you may have noticed it. It's got to be high.
I'm guessing it's sight, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's only people who were properly behind him. Red, you can do it, but I'll give you disadvantage and advantage.
So did you say advantage on it?
And disadvantage at the same time, so...
23.
One more roll.
Just one roll. 1 sec. I'm having to reload mine again.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Where's it gone? Perception?
Yes, please.
Ugh. Sorry, mine is just... My computer's gone potato.
Your perception. I can find your bonus.
Pardon?
I can find your bonus, and then you can just roll straight down.
Yeah.
I get a +3 for perception.
Okay.
If someone could roll it for me, just to save time.
16, 19.
Yeah.
Hunter. You see something from behind Strahd for just a moment, hidden on him. An item which is out of fitting with the rest of his costume. Everything seemed perfectly designed to have a place, fitted him perfectly, beautifully crafted on him. There was something which wasn't. It's white. It's hard to say what it was. Looked kind of dirty almost, kind of grimy. It was in like the back where his outfit crosses at the back, just sat hanging in the top of a pouch. Maybe a hood?
Oh.
But you can say for sure what it was. But it caught your eye just for a second. You saw it. It wasn't right. Literally everything else on him matched perfectly. Every buckle, every lace, every colour, everything on him from start to finish. And then you just see something which wasn't quite right.
A white muddy bit of cloth.
Maybe a hood. A tight hood.
A veil. Dressing up his bride already.
No, not a veil.
Not a veil.
Yeah, maybe a wimple, you might think.
Oh.
You might think a wimple.
Dear.
Hey, I check. Right, good game, gang. Good game.
Yeah.
Well, that went in some directions.
Yeah, that was
I
a
don't know
bit.
if I've annoyed Johnny in real life by my actions in that.
It was good. I think that's what Constance would have done.
Well, I tell you what, I will concentrate on getting involved in the in-character side of the dispute and leave the out-of-character bit.
I felt bad not shooting him when Hunter clearly wanted me to, but it's like she's had one experience of Strahd and he disappeared the second they went for him, so she wanted to be absolutely certain that he was not just like an illusion again.
Yeah.
On the bridge, you saw the illusion of him.
That's the only time she's ever come across him, so yeah, she wanted to check.
And now she knows she can actually shoot him with arrows.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to see the fight of the century. Elian versus Rahadin.
In a fisticuffs.
Rahadin is not a single-player character, fightable opponent. Really. Like 3 attacks with quite a large attack bonus.
Plus 10 to hit, right?
I'm a bard.
Yeah.
No, not good.
No. That double crit with disadvantage is the greatest roll I've ever made.
That was insane.
That was good.
I mean, I had like 2 hit points at that moment, so I mean, you
Right.
could have sneezed and I'd have gone down.
Do we want to do the rolls for next week?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yes, 'cause I need
if
to
you're in
head off in a
chat,
minute.
give me a big fat F. And then, so what we do is, at the end of the game, those who have managed to stick with us this long, hit us with a big fat F, and then,
To pay respect.
and then you can choose someone to have a positive or negative for next game. And that I liked Jakul for giving me the negative. That was good.
Yeah.
Mine really helped me.
Make
I
use
still
of it.
turned into a cat.
You can use mine. I always forget to.
How many shall we pick? 3? We'll pick 3 people.
This
I'll
time
pick,
they don't roll over.
I'll pick one, and I'll always pick Leopold. So Leopold, pick someone to have a positive or negative, and then players, you can pick one person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can choose who. No. Choose in chat who's going to give out a positive or negative.
Who have we got? Watcher.
I think Matt 2040.
Matt,
should
you
get,
can't.
Well, there were no
whoever that
conditions
is,
set.
whoever that is, I don't know who that is.
I mean, that could be anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Matt 2040. Yes, that
So
person.
who randomly blamed Hessie for something earlier because I liked their jib? I like the cut of their jib.
I think it was
I
it
don't even know
Aaron?
what it was.
Who's
They were like,
Aaron
blame
and
Hessie
CKMY?
everywhere.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Give it to
Aaron and
Give it
CMKY.
to
Then.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron, who do you want to give a plus to? And CMKY, who do you want to give a plus or negative to?
Yeah, it's plus or negative.
Well, either way, Aaron, you've
Either
got.
way is good.
Yeah, I mean,
use one.
you gifted a whole bunch of subscriptions anyway.
Minus barely.
Fine. Leopold, I do not need your help to screw up. If this game session has shown anything, I will be bleeding on the floor at the end of any given combat without your help.
Yeah.
Oh, Leopold's my favourite. Always pick Leopold.
Plus
It's
constant.
just
Cheat, you're
Oh,
just
plus
giving
for
yourself a bonus.
Constance.
Oh, and the cat.
Yes,
The
there's
cat, plus or negative, CMKY? Negative, negative.
It's a cat. You can't be mean to a cat.
What a shame I don't have permanency. That would have been fun.
Vampire hunting cat.
Well,
Plus
Ooh,
the cat, plus
that's
the
for
cat. We're
Bronwyn.
travelling.
It's not the Bronwyn, it's for the cat, so I've got to use that in the next
Yeah,
hour.
you've got to use it the next hour of being a cat.
So good at catching mice.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The cat will get us through that firewall. I
How
don't know
busy
how.
are people Sunday?
This Sunday,
This Sunday.
potentially quite busy because it's the day before school starts back, and I'll
Okay.
be planning.
I'm
I was
free.
going to say some kind of LARPy chat, maybe?
Depending on what time it is.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
have drop-ins, drops-outs, and we don't have to have everyone.
So Watcher, if you missed it, Critic decided to... it's a bit awkward. I'll go into it. I'll message you.
They decided not to sponsor us anymore.
Critic have decided. So they've asked us to continue writing one-shots for them, but then have asked us not to sponsor because of odd reasons. I'll message you.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it
it's
is.
fine.
Yeah, I need to message Dom
We're
back.
still going to be going on, and we're still going to keep going
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
long time.
We've
No,
got.
format
Aaron, I will
works.
not be making year 7 and 8 watch of Mice and Men.
Do it. Oh yeah, CMKY could be a guest. We could have some other people come and chat. That would be cool. Yeah, just make them watch it. Loved that film with Lenny.
I'm
My
sure
year
it was year
11
7 or 8 that we did
did
that.
an exam doing the scene between Lenny and George
Nice.
just when he
They're doing
shoots
really
him, and it was heartbreaking. They got full marks for it. It was so good.
The bit with in RE we had to watch Gandhi.
Oh,
That was hard going. That was hard going. Oh man, yeah, Mice and Men flashbacks. Let's talk about the colours of this. Oh, when he kills the dog as well, that bit. That bit made me sad.
Spoilers.
George.
Come on.
When he killed
No, they do have Mice and Men in English, so I'm not going to do it in drama as well.
Ah, true. Right, we'll try and do something Sunday. We'll put something up on the Facebook. So if you're not on the Facebook, join us on Facebooky. Good game, guys. I'm so happy you're out of the Amber Temple.
Yeah,
We're
we are
all
too.
happy about that. We're just
No.
not happy with the character right now.
We just didn't want to explore the rest of that place. It's like, nope, out.
No, I don't blame you.
Not even figure out how
Cool.
that
Cheers,
was
Catherine. Right, you can escape, Catherine. Run. Go. Sorry, I went on late.
That's
Cheers,
all right.
everyone. Bye.
Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
I need this one.
Bye.